let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
Be right again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
How do?
I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry.
It's the 6 o'clock check-in. Come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
It's not static, AM radio.
It's the Coolbet Red Hot Nielson Show. Let's go. Daddy likes. Everybody's tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life. Let's crack a 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
Remember that name. Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid. McDavid. Remember that name. Here is Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid. Smart move. Here is beautiful. Remember that name.
Connor has no limit. Connor has no limit.
Connor McDavid. Remember that name.
No limits when it comes to this guy. He's simply too fast. Think he can just fly. No limits, so why do you try? He'll score on his own, or he'll give it to dry.
Connor McDavid.
Fans in heaven, cause of 9 to 7. The nation in love from Gibbons to Devon. Looking to pass, eating men on the ass. Second contract, a lot of cash. Tick, 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 tack, take your time. McDavid on your team and you'll be fine. Just open your eyes and you will see it. Oil it for real, cause he has no limit.
No. Connor has no limit. No. Connor has no limit.
Remember that name.
Very impressive. Taken a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine. That's why it's the Stanley Cup. It's hard. It's hard.
Oh, party all the time indeed. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tombstone Tuesday. Thank you very much for being here on this wonderful morning after the Edmonton Oilers pick up a victory against the Seattle Kraken. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We would appreciate that. Loomis says, I would pay money to not to have to listen to Holland talk about this team anymore. Come on. You can't tell me you don't like the party all the time remix.
I read it as I would pay money to have to listen to Holland talk.
Is that how you read it?
I want more of that.
Yeah.
Come on.
I do miss hearing from him.
Yes.
But I'm not like, oh, God, he should still be here. You know, it's...
no, not in that capacity.
Yeah,
but just around to speak and share his thoughts.
Look, in the end...
He was always a great guest. Very generous with his time.
He built the majority of this team that is a Stanley Cup contender. And...
Where's that mid?
His legacy should live on. So, if it wasn't for that man, there's no Ekholm, there's no Hyman.
As he said, it's hard.
Let us mix that in to the fun schedule as we work our way through the show this morning.
It's a party machine today, right?
Oh, that's a party machine.
It's a party machine.
It's a party machine. That's just, I'm so glad I found that and brought that back.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And just, I mean, again, an unfinished piece, but it's how it was meant to be.
Arthur in the Nasty Chat says, I went to the game last night. It's amazing how much you miss watching it live. He was 14 rows up. Now, Arthur, do you mean when you're not there, you like miss being there? Or do you mean when you watch the game live, you miss so much that you would see when you're watching on TV?
Yeah.
Right?
Please clarify your thoughts. Hey, first place. First place show today.
First place show. Bouncing back.
Huh?
Yeah, the Edmonton Oilers every second night to the Vegas Golden Knights.
You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
780-218-9999. That's where you can text us into the Paris Jewelers inbox. Paris Jewelers, 22 locations across 4 provinces, including locally right here, 5 of them in our area. West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, and St. Albert Center online. So if you're looking to find something for that special loved one, you can do it at Paris Jewelers.
Oh, the end is nigh. And then mid-February, we know all what happens then, right? I mean, hey, now's the time.
Love is in the air.
It's the Valentine's tampering window right now.
Love is in the air. Hey, maybe you love them a lot. So why not buy them a vehicle at South Fort Chevrolet, right? Nothing says Valentine's Day, especially if you've only been dating 2 or 3 months. It's totally not creepy to buy that other person a vehicle.
Message sent.
Yeah, go get the Trax, the 2025 Trax. It's only $148 bi-weekly at South Fort Chevrolet.
I think with all of our sponsors, and there are a lot on this show, the station, we could fit in Valentine's Day with all of them.
In any way. Easy peasy.
I know we got Damon Bunting.
Buy your loved one a new house.
Anything. Spectrum Rental.
Stake your claim and stake your love at Mr. Mike's. Spectrum Rental.
Everybody can fit into Valentine's Day in some shape or form.
Prove to your loved one that you love them.
Buy her this,
by heating their construction site with Spectrum Rental. That's easy. Drive a little, save a lot. South Fort Chev. Visit their website, www.southfortchev.com. Your texts into that Paris Jewelers inbox, one of them will win text of the day today. I have a little helper for text of the day. Big Maple sent me a great clip last night.
This is too easy.
You know, one of those things that we can really clip, that really have some fun with. He sent me that last night. I have it right here. I just want to get to this early because I know the 6 o'clockers are going to want to. You're going to want to take this for a little bit of a run. This was a home run call from a league in which I don't really care about it, but the call technically wasn't in English, but the clip that we've got from it is in English. Listen to this, and then you'll know where we're going to go here.
Jairo Asensio, el líder en juegos salvados de todos los tiempos. Duro por el center field. No. I can't believe it.
I love when you're speaking another language and mix in that funny sounding English. I can't believe it. Send in, good find, Big Maple. Send in your I can't believe it text. Can I go first?
Please.
When the lock of the century doesn't hit.
When Tyler Myers outpoints McDavid on both their returns from suspension.
How did that happen? Tyler Myers gets 2 points in his return, but Connor McDavid can't get it done against a Kraken? Oh, my God.
We had the wrong guy.
I had the wrong guy. Right read, wrong guy. That was tough. Dr. J is in and says Zach Hyman when he hits the crossbar again.
Anthony Davis v. the Hornets.
Oh, my God. More like...
Makes my day.
You see Anthony Davis's first quarter last night? 21 points and 11 rebounds in the first quarter. Second guy to do that since like 97. The other guy was Giannis.
Rip City Step says they should trade him to a contender.
Oh.
Dustin Nielson when he sees the plate in the fridge this morning.
I know I didn't bring milk. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The Blue Jays, when they miss out on another significant free agent going to the Dodgers.
That's a good angle.
All right, so 780-218-9999. The troll is in and says, when the Oilers didn't match on Holloway or Broberg. Because you thought they were going to match on one of them, right? Didn't you? I think we all kind of thought they'd match on one of them. All right, 780-218-9999. 780-28. There's some good ones here. RBM, when you realize you get to continue listening to the Nielsen Show, even after Bell shut down TSN 1260. This is a good one. Jeff Skinner getting scratched after scoring against Buffalo. All right, so keep those coming in. 780-218-9999.
Library Pat's got a good one.
Give it to me.
Janmark still hasn't shot a puck past a goalie this season.
You're right. I thought about that too.
2 goals.
One was an empty netter. The other one, Connor Brown. You know what? I wanted to play the Connor Brown Off the Schneid song again.
Yeah.
And then when they credited it to Janmark, I was like, man. So he still technically hasn't shot a puck past a goalie.
It was Brown's goal. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
That type of thing should be Brown.
But what's his next act? What's Janmark's next act? Like, how is he going to get a goal next without shooting one past the goalie?
I don't know how he's going to do it.
I want to see him diving a header across the crease.
Nacho Man. Josh Allen. After they called him short on fourth down.
Too soon. Chiefs and Eagles in a Super Bowl.
Oh. I don't want any clip for that out. Probably would say I'm having some fun with this board today.
You're on fire here.
Let's keep going. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. We are going to Rip City Step. Me walking around Ripley's, believe it or not, in Niagara Falls.
I can't believe it.
That's pretty clever, man. I'll give you that. I'm going to make a note on that one first. Text of the day. I mean, that was good. Yeah. Because you're at Ripley's Believe It or Not, right? I
what else are you going to say?
That's pretty funny. All right, 780-218-9999. You see Lucas is in there? You want me to, is that out there yet? Do you want me to, can I read it? Or is that still news that has yet to be broken?
That's libel.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I can't read that one.
Well, I mean, unless he wants a lawsuit.
Yeah, you can't
be
break
served
that.
by noon today.
You can't break that type of news.
Again, Memphis categorically denies any of those
there's been no
false reports, and it's silly. They call it silly season in the Dunya.
They do.
8 GM tomorrow night. Happy Chinese New Year. You're the snake.
When I see a guy selling a Brad Isbister jersey on Marketplace for $250. All right, so Big Maple knew what he was getting into when he sent me that clip this morning, because we're going to have some fun with that as we work our way through the day. It is undoubtedly how you're going to win text of the day today. All right, so keep those text messages coming in. Send in your I can't believe it text. And I took off the first part of that call, the no, because we want to be able to use it for good and bad things. And the no kind of makes it just sound like it's a bad thing. Yeah. So, yeah, we've shortened it up to, I can't believe it.
Some of it works better with the most obvious things.
Here's a good one, VR Montenegro. Me to my wife when she claims it's real butter.
I can't believe it.
All right, keep them coming in. Text of the day. It's up for grabs with this category today. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's lay out the show for you this morning. So you guys, Trevor, you did bring in banana peppers today?
Oh, a little more than that.
Yes, I did.
What's a little more than that? What is this about?
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, maybe it'll fire him up.
I only agreed to try a banana pepper. I'm not getting sucked into some other crazy peppers.
No.
Okay, good.
It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
In fact, he's paved you a better way. I mean, this isn't just
what
you.
a guy.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
This may or may not change your life. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, my goodness. I'm very excited now. All right, so we will get to that as we work our way through the show this morning as well. So I fired up because let's lay out the show and then we can figure out where we're going to fit in the banana pepper trial. Yeah.
We got stuff to, I mean.
It's a busy show.
Yeah, you got a draft coming up here.
Yeah, there's a draft coming up. It's draft week. Handsome man draft on Friday. Quinn Phillips threatening 12.5% for relegation. And then she wants to start doing polls on our socials and stuff. The commish, she's heavily involved in handsome man draft, which is good to see from a handsome woman. Morning announcements coming up. The morning after show just after 6:30. The Fan Zone. For fansfirst.ca. Should McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman be the norm and not the nuclear?
Nuclear's the norm. We're going nuclear.
Well, that's what
they're not oil powered anymore. It's nuclear powered. They're changing their whole.
Be ready for that conversation because it's going to be a banger. 6:45 today.
You hate the nuclear option.
I like. What about the norm?
The nuclear norm.
Then we don't have to say nuclear anymore, right? We don't have to go after every single penalty. Could be like they're loading it up. Craig Button just after 7:00 today. That hurts for James H. Brown. I've got a clothing dilemma that we'll get into for that hurts. Just because Trent over at James H. Brown's a well-dressed man. He's that guy. We still haven't got to the bottom of how many suit jackets he has, but I put it at about 300.
Wonder if he has to dress up like Macramella too, hey? And that type of,
Probably not. I don't think so.
The cloaks and
I don't
the
know.
robes.
I mean, I have no idea. Coolbet. I will address my lock of the century not hitting last night.
I can't believe
that was tough. I thought McDavid was a lock for 2 points last night. And I knew it. When Draisaitl hit that post on the wide open net on that first power play of the game, I tweeted. I said, if that Draisaitl post costs us the EST parlay, I'm going to be sick to my stomach. And it did, because the EST parlay was a Draisaitl goal, McDavid 2 points, and an Oilers win. If Draisaitl hammers that home, we are cash money, yo. Instead, we didn't get anything. So we'll get into that. Weekly
you
confessions
can recoup
coming up.
that today at the poker table.
That's what I'll try to do this afternoon. Yag Nielson. I'm going to introduce myself at this in-person tournament this afternoon. What's your name? Yag Nielson.
I want you to dress up like I want you with the big duster coat, like
Well, like a
walking in there
Tuesday.
with the
Well, that's when we'll do old-timey poker tournament.
yeah. But you should have rolled in today with that.
The
Really
old-timey
spun the
poker
minds.
tournament will be done in Norman Combine's barn, and one person will get shot in the heart and die. We just don't know who will. It's just one of those things. Fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, your exclusive Napoleon fireplace dealer. We will determine the draft order or the draft picking order.
It's almost fair that you
For
should
the
eat
handsome man.
banana pepper during fire. You'll be fired.
I mean,
up.
I guess.
It'll
Okay,
raise
fine.
the
I'm
heat
going to
a bit,
slot it in there.
It'll
I'll
kinda
slot it in there.
get a little hot.
We'll go there.
Be a hot little pepper.
What do we got here? Fired up. Eat banana pepper. I'm wondering what the accompaniment is.
You'll never guess.
Pop-Tart?
It's a combination that's never been done before.
Oh, my God. I know what it is. Banana pepper and chocolate milk.
Makes my day.
You don't have any milk, eh? Like you're just you're going in.
I totally forgot. I was going to bring in milk.
I love it. No, this is the way to do it.
I'm pretty sad about this.
No, you'll be good.
I wonder if I have leftover milk anywhere. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. I can't believe this guy's gracing us with his presence after he got to sit between Gene Principe and Bob Stauffer last night. But Joaquin Gage from the television is going to join us. Gage will be by around 8:30. Marmot Basin Snow Report and the wrap for William Huff. Busy show to get to. Let's dive into your morning announcements today. All right, Oilers pick up the dub. We're going to dive into that more as we work our way through the hour. Keep sending us in your I can't believe it texts. Elsewhere last night in the National Hockey League, the Detroit Red Wings, who are next on the radar. The Red Wings last night, was it 5 unanswered? I think they were behind the Kings 2-0 and then scored 5 in a row. Let's see. Yeah, the Kings were up 2-0 in the first period. Fiala and Byfield. And then Detroit took over, end up winning that hockey game 5-2. 4-point night, I believe, for Lucas Raymond. And the Detroit Red Wings will roll in here on a bit of a winning streak.
3-game heater. Kings, meanwhile, have lost 6 of 8.
Uh-oh.
Fading away. Bye-bye, Kings.
Remember that old saying? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That's probably what they're saying in Los Angeles right now. I assume last night it was, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Will Ferrell lit up another one.
The Red Wings do not play again until coming to Edmonton on Thursday. Then they get the Calgary, Vancouver, Saturday, Sunday back-to-backs.
McClellan's return on Tales of the North will be
Todd the Gray on Thursday.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Elsewhere in the National Hockey League last night, Vancouver got by St. Louis 5-2. Sharks in a surprisingly low scoring
guess who had 2 points in his return to the lineup? Again, Tyler Myers, right? Like it's such a weird,
and
a big win for the Canucks with the Blues nipping at their heels.
That was a big win. I mean, with those two teams fighting for playoff position,
battle of the basement,
trying to find a playoff spot. Big win for the Canucks on the road against the St. Louis Blues. NBA last night, Anthony Davis had just an insane quarter and a pretty damn good game overall. The Lakers were up 39-19 at the end of the first quarter. They end up winning. Actually, you know what? This is wild because the Lakers were up 39-19 at the end of the
Hornets
first quarter.
Swung it back there a bit.
The betting spread in this basketball game was 5. The Lakers were up by 20 after the first quarter, ended up winning the game by 5. I don't know how these guys do it. The Lakers, 112-107. Anthony Davis finishes this game with 42 points and 23 rebounds. Had 21 and 11 in the first quarter. One of the most dominant first quarters, or one of the most dominant quarters that I've seen in 20 years. Like it was insane. He was a monster. Yet Pelinka still won't go out and get center help to allow Anthony Davis to just play the power forward position. Oh my goodness.
Jimmy Butler suspended as well yesterday again.
More on Jimmy Butler. Yeah, Jimmy Butler now suspended indefinitely.
Suspended.
I can't believe it.
more on Jimmy Butler with 3 questions too many today. TGL last night. Did anybody check out tomorrow's golf league?
Overtime.
Oh, man, we had overtime between Tiger and Rory. And actually, Boston Common blowing it and ruining my super boost over on Coolbet last night.
TGL super boost.
I was on Boston Common and the Lakers last night. The boys boosted it from plus 112 to plus 146. Hopefully you're riding with me. And I was emotionally, from a betting perspective, invested down the stretch in TGL last night. And it was actually really exciting. I'm interested to see the ratings on this one. It was the first close match that they've had. It was the first time we saw Rory and his Boston Common team. It was Rory versus Tiger. Tom Kim was rolling around. Kisner still didn't contribute much, but was funny.
Adam Scott was there.
I have now caught at least pieces of all 4 TGL events. We had it on while we were eating dinner. The Nielson family fully endorses TGL.
So which team's drip, though, do you kind of, in terms of, again, you mentioned, because there's a bit of a personality wanting
not
to showcase
Boston Common
logos. Okay, yeah.
Just it's like green. No thanks.
Not doing it for you.
Tiger's rocking the hell out of the red again. It looks pretty sharp.
Tough to go against that.
There's a teal. I think there's a dark blue. I guess I fully haven't invested in one of these teams yet, as I haven't rolled in wearing a hoodie yet.
You haven't got the kit.
Jupiter Lynx. I'm not there just yet.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it. I actually really like it. And my kids are loving it. They're starting to figure it out. They're really enjoying it. So yeah, TGL.
Iwanek is full LA. You don't even finish the question. So who do you support?
Does he already say that?
Oh yeah, he's.
Oh wow. I did not know. I didn't know he was so into it. But
huge fan.
Watching overtime, and the overtime was just closest to the pin from 37 yards out, and Boston Common blew it twice. The one that actually won wasn't even that close. To seal it away. It was fun last night. Me watching TGL with my kids once a week makes my day. We are fully invested in tomorrow's golf league. All right, if you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. That would be great. We're 8 away from changing 100 here. The Edmonton Oilers back in first. Belineski says, "Whoa, spoilers! I got TGL in the PVR." Sorry, man. I didn't know we were.
Sports show. That's kind of happens.
That's a good one. Vance Van Vandervan says, "When I wake up where I was supposed to be after the nasty bash, instead of in the bushes outside the rugby club." All right, keep those rolling in. 780-218-9999. We got the morning after show coming up. Gager from Sportsnet Television. He's going to join us at 8:30 today. Craig Button from TSN just after 7 o'clock. The Fan Zone coming up as well. Staff meeting day. We have a staff meeting tonight. And first one that everybody will be at.
Yeah, even Brendan?
I believe Brendan is invited, yes.
Sweet.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, we're going to have to blindfold and put him in earmuffs when we talk about the important stuff.
Well, that's what
but
he's not official.
Well, no, I mean, how do we know he's not a mole?
Exactly. We can't discuss
we don't know just yet, but we will blindfold him, put earplugs in him, but still feed him some of the pizza that's coming tonight.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Fun little evening tonight.
A wing?
All right, we got the morning after show coming up in the Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca. Should nuclear just become the norm? What say you? 780-218-9999. Big Maple says, guys, confession. Last night I was watching TGL and I ordered a Bay Area Golf Club hat from their website.
Sweet.
Oh, there we go. Got that locked in. All right, let's get to a sports update.
I can't believe
it. He did it. Ordering TGL swag. All right, let's get to a sports update for Nisku Glass. Lieutenant Eric's got more on our great partners over at Nisku Glass. Morning after show on the way in less than 2 minutes.
Connor McDavid returning to the lineup and lighting the lamp as well as the Oilers defeat the Kraken 4-2. Edmonton have won 7 of 9 as they'll get set to host Detroit on Thursday. The Red Wings last night dumping the Kings 5-2. Detroit have now won 3 straight. Sharks over the Penguins 2-1. Pittsburgh 2-7 in its past 9. Canucks topping the Blues 5-2. Tyler Myers a goal and an assist in his return from suspension, and it was Philly doubling up New Jersey 4-2. 8 games around the NHL tonight. Of note, the Golden Knights will host the Stars. Washington visit the Flames. The Rangers are at home to the Hurricanes, and Winnipeg are in Montreal. Raptors with a 113-104 win over the Pelicans make it 4 straight wins for the Raps as they'll get set to visit the Wizards tomorrow. Off the court, Jimmy Butler returning from suspension yesterday, only to get suspended again by the Miami Heat. He is expected to miss the next 5 games with the NBA trade deadline set to fall February 6th. 4 games around the association later tonight. And over to TGL Golf last night, Jupiter Links, Tom Kim, Kevin Kisner, and Tiger Woods defeating Boston Common. That's Keegan Bradley, Rory McIlroy, and Adam Scott 4-3 in overtime. The schedule will pick up again Tuesday when Boston takes on LA. Sports Update brought to you by Nisku Glass. We want to thank EST and all the listeners and viewers, and what better way than to give them a deal. Mention Edmonton Sports Talk or present your Nasty Club membership for a 10% discount on windshields, glass, or any of your window and door orders. Call us today to get that ugly broken windshield replaced or to start planning your winter and spring renovation projects now.
My day. You just made the list!
How do?
When dreaming, you gotta tune all the world, time and time again. At sunrise, I fight to stay. I don't want to leave the comfort of this place, 'cause there's a hunger, a longing to escape from the life I live when I'm away. So let's go there, let's make our escape, come on, let's go there. Let's trust and we stay. Can you take me higher? I
6:34 on a Creed Tuesday. What's up, Nasties? Thank you very much for being here today. You can text us anytime at 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Text messages continue to roll in this morning. Morning after show just around the corner. Fan zone still to come as well. This is I've never even seen this handle before, but there's some good texts here. Drifty Gypsy. Have you seen the Drifty Gypsy? Anyway, Drifty Gypsy texts in and says, every single fish, when it gets caught, then gets thrown back into the water.
can't believe it.
For some reason, that makes me laugh even more because I like to think that this is how a fish's voice would sound.
One of those trouts on the wall when you press the button and it starts swimming off that mount, you know? Yeah.
All right, so send us your I can't believe it text to 780-218-9999.
I like this Oscar Pistorius one. I don't know if we need to read it.
I mean, I think the other one's more suitable for the air, but I see what we're saying.
I don't mind his game.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. The Toronto media when the Dragon's Den guy walked off the plane and not Ohtani. All right, that's good. Let's get into your morning after show as the Edmonton Oilers pick up another dub, move back into first place in the Pacific, and are certainly in the mix for the President's Trophy and home ice throughout the playoffs. Not too shabby.
There's something happening here. The Oilers look a lot better this year. Another win put 2 points on the board, telling me your faith is restored. I think it's time you stop, listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show. This year's team's looking strong. Connor and Leon, they can't do no wrong. 6 o'clockers are losing their minds. Getting so many messages on the text line. Think it's time you stop, listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show.
All right, let's get into the morning after show. Edmonton Oilers doubling up the Kraken 4-2, courtesy an empty netter from Ekholm at the end of the game. Fergie over in the Nasty Chat says, hey, how about a conch for baby Skinner? Yeah, baby boy, a fresh baby. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up. And if you don't, do you not even like fresh babies? Right, you should definitely do that
Fresh
today just
babies.
because. Yeah. Let's hammer the thumbs up over on YouTube. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, let it be known the Nielsen Show is brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at South Fort Chev. And tell your friends how easy it is to consume our content here on TuneIn, on iHeart, and at EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
Changing 100.
Oh, there we go. You'd be changing 200 by 7 o'clock.
Great
Hey, why
pace.
not? Why not? The NHL, when Alex Pietrangelo tells them he's not playing in the Four Nations face-off.
I can't believe it.
The Golden Knights stepping back.
When Senators fans see Spartacat wearing a double jersey of Nordiques and Ottawa Senators.
Who will replace Alex Pietrangelo? We'll get into that with Craig Button a little bit here in about 20 minutes. Tolvanen opened the scoring for Seattle. They did challenge it. It was not overturned. I actually wasn't surprised it was overturned. I didn't necessarily love the challenge. Like, the man going to the net was kind of stopping, and I think Kulak kind of caused a lot of the contact.
When your penalty kill is playing like this, I think you might as well challenge every single
Might as well.
guy.
I mean, the penalty kill was great
first,
last
just
night.
give it a challenge. Why not?
Tolvanen's 13th of the year. Matthias Janmark would have a shot bounce off of him. A Connor Brown shot bounce off of him. Tie the game at 1. Vince Dunn puts them back on top. Weird bouncer that got past Pickard. But that would be it for Seattle. Edmonton would take over from there. Connor McDavid's 21st in his return to the lineup. Corey Perry, way up at the far blue line, gets a breakaway,
Like a
buries
young
it 5-hole.
Pavel Brendel.
Oh, just sitting up there. Who does Corey Perry think he is? Pavel Brendel? Matthias Ekholm, the empty netter, his 7th of the year with 58 seconds left to seal this thing away. Lieutenant Eric, big moment that happened in this hockey game. What are you going to go with?
Well, it was a weird night. The Skinner, the birth, I think that was kind of discussed throughout the game, and that was a good thing. I think, you can look to a guy like Tyler Palmer getting the warm-up skate and all of that. Like, it's not every day that these things kind of happen.
Pretty cool for that
So
kid.
you kind of, and with the Kraken in town, I mean, it's you can go to that GTA meme, right, with the guy holding the dog on the leash. I mean, that the Oilers are the guy holding the dog, and the dog is the Kraken right now. I mean, they totally own them. They keep them on a
It's 8
tight
in a
lead.
row now, yeah.
Tight lead. So it was just one of those nights. But the big moment, I think, that two-man advantage kill, kind of to end the first and start the second. I do believe the first 2 Oiler goals were kind of scored after a big kill. And yeah, the penalty kill was good last night. I don't know if that speaks to as well how the Kraken power play is.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know what they were doing there.
You're watching the game, and at no point did the Kraken power play ever feel threatening. And I try to wonder if that's the Kraken power play or if it's the Oilers penalty kill.
So a soft penalty kill, I guess, but still the numbers suggest. So I'll go with the 2-man advantage to end the first and start the second. I think that was, Seattle certainly had an opportunity there, and against a team like the Oilers, you really have to take advantage when you get those opportunities. I thought as well that, not winning the challenge, they go 1-0 up as well. That was a chance for them to maybe get things going off the right track, but they didn't. So Mum's in the attendance as well, and they couldn't get it done. But I'll say that 2-man advantage kill to end the first and start the second.
I was very invested in this game from a EST parlay and a lock of the century perspective.
Yes.
And Draisaitl hitting that post on that early power play just killed us on both of those fronts. So for everybody who's riding with me on the lock of the century yesterday, that was a big moment that happened for us.
We can't believe
that was a tough one. Super stat of the night. What are you looking at, buddy?
929.
929. 929. 929. Oh, Colin Pickard. 929.
What can you say about
last
him?
night?
9th win over the past 10 starts.
He's using his head to stop pucks.
He's
doing
keeping
everything.
it cool. He says all the right things. Again, we know he's a glue guy in the room, but playing like a starter, although he's not. And another
ridiculous
good night
record.
Yeah, it's. And again, maybe the Kraken aren't the best opposition to gauge yourself against, but when he's putting up these numbers over this period of time, yeah, you tend to look at it. So 9-2-9, 9 wins in 10, the seasonal record, exquisite for a backup. So yeah, I'll go with Pickard.
My super stat of the night will be the 1 goal for Matthias Janmark, because I wonder, does a puck going in off of you, even in the slightest of fashions, does that get you going? Like, okay, you're on the scoreboard. You might not have still shot a puck past the goalie this season, but you got your second goal of the year, your first since game 7 of the season. And yes, one of your teammates had it bounce off of you and in. But will that get him going? From a goal scoring perspective, points production wise, he's kind of on pace what you'll be looking at. Does some other things, but
he's very fast.
1 goal prior to last night. You're obviously wanting a little bit more.
I just wanted to continue. I want him to continue to scoring goals in this fashion, but without actually using his stick and beating a goaltender.
That's it.
Like I
he
want it
ends
all.
up with 10 goals this year, and not one of them is shot off his stick past the goalie.
He blew one in. He was sitting on the line and he went down.
This guy refuses to use his own stick to beat a goaltender. Have you ever seen anything like it? That is kind of funny. The 3 stars in last night's hockey game, as we continue with your morning after show here. Pickard, number 1, Perry, number 2, and Ekholm, the 3rd star of the hockey game. Who's the 4th star of the hockey game, buddy?
Well, again, weird night, emotional night. Stuart Skinner, and look, I'll go with the former Lethbridge Hurricane U15 AA, the former Lethbridge Golden Hawk U15 AAA, the former Northern Alberta Extreme U16 Prep, the former Spruce Grove Saint, the former Victoria Royal, the former Everett Silvertip. Tyler Palmer. Hell of a run there, all over the place. It's neat. It's cool. It's a great story. I know he didn't touch the ice in terms of during game time, but out there for the warm-up and everything. Mixing it up with McDavid there pre-game. I just want to give a bit of light to that story. I don't know. If they were romping him 6-0, I think you still keep Pickard in there just for the numbers and everything, but cool night. Let's be honest.
38th star of the game last night. Zeros across the board. 1 giveaway, -2. Chandler Stevenson will be your 38th star of the game last night. Played almost 18 and a half minutes. Did not have a shot on goal. Did not have a hit. Had 1 giveaway and finished -2 in the hockey game. So no takeaways, like nothing except -2 and a giveaway for a guy who's going to play 18-30 for you, which I think was, it was the 4th most among forwards last night for the Seattle Kraken. So
Cord had a pretty nice night too, I think, albeit in a losing cause.
Stop 27-30. Oilers end up winning the faceoff battle, and the penalty kill was really good again last night. Let's bring in Trev. Trev, your thoughts on the Oilers? It was a better win than the win against Buffalo. It wasn't overly dominant, but they find a way to win this hockey game. What say you on 2 more points for the mighty Oils, signed back into first in the Pacific?
2 more points. Let's go, baby. Back on top. That is awesome. They got shot out of a cannon in the first line. They were just buzzing, and they had so many good chances. Not just the first line, the second line, third line. I think for the majority of the game, and you look at the grade A scoring chances, they just really couldn't get it past. You hit a post, there's a deflection, it goes wide. There's a lot of that going on tonight, or I should say last night. But All in all, I didn't mind the lines. Obviously, the nuclear line was decent, and we're going to touch on that because I have some thoughts, so I'm going to save those. Good. But it was a good game. I was expecting a win. They got the job done, and it was a professional win. They weren't too bad defensively. They didn't give up too many mistakes. The penalty kill was strong. The power play looked, it was buzzing. They couldn't capitalize, but yeah, a lot of positives from last night's game. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and you should have as well. It was a good game.
VR Montenegro over in the nasty chat. All of us at Century Casino after the Chiefs win the Super Bowl on a questionable call.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, and if you want to join us for the Super Bowl, we will be at Century Casino, the sports bar and lounge over on Fort Road. It's going to be a great night. They've got a food menu, under $10 items, Alley Cat 6 o'clock or lager. Hey, that's our beer. Buckets of 4 cans for $29. Prizes every quarter. We are suggesting that you get a reservation. There's no cost. It's not like you have to book a table and pay for it, but you probably want a reservation because it's going to be a packed house. edm.centurysports@cnty.com. That is edm.centurysports@cnty.com to reserve a table at the Edmonton Sports Talk Super Bowl party for the big game on a couple of Sundays from now. All right, you did say we were going to get into it, so let's go Fan Zone. Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca. By fans, for fans, no fees. I have had buddies sell their tickets with Fans First. They love the experience. I've had buddies buy tickets, and in fact, I've bought tickets off Fans First, and it's the best bang for your buck. Simple as that. Fansfirst.ca. All right, the question today, and your comments too, 780-218-9999. That is the Paris Jewelers inbox. Your comments over on the Nasty Chat on YouTube if you are here with us as well. You can answer this and chime in and have some fun. We're at 134 likes. Let's hammer the thumbs up. I don't think it's unreasonable to think we take a legitimate push to 200 before 7 o'clock. 10 minutes left. Bunch of you watching. Hammer the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a thing.
He's eating a banana pepper for crying out loud.
Not if we don't get to 400 likes.
Oh, yeah, I ain't doing that now. Come on now. Nielson always keeps his bets.
Nielson,
Isn't that how the saying goes?
Unless it's the lock of the century.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. All right. Let's bring in YouTube Trev on this one as well. Trev, why is your camera so dark?
That's I forgot to adjust the
I was
lighting.
gonna say, Trev, I can't even see you, man.
It's a little dark.
Crank
in here.
it up a notch. There's the man.
Okay,
All right,
there we
YouTube
go.
Trev slides in on this one as well. Here's the question today. Okay. Should the nuclear option just be the normal option? McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman. I have time for both sides of this discussion, so I'm interested to see. We should Twitter poll this.
Wow.
Let's Twitter poll this.
You're going there.
I'm gonna go there today because I'm curious what the number would be. Trev, let's start with that. So 780-218-9999. Instead of just going to it sometimes, should they just leave Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman together and then somehow, even using the deadline maybe to pick up a piece, somehow make the other 9 forwards work? Trev, which side of this are you on?
I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to say no, absolutely not. And I have a few reasons for this. So do they have the depth to do this? Absolutely. They've gone back to Connor and Leon in years prior when they had, Bouchard Kara, when they had, you guys, you know what I mean? Like they didn't have the depth they did back or what they do now. And they were able to win games. But from what I'm seeing this year is Connor and Leon, their chemistry is like, it's good. They're still going to put up, some decent numbers, but I go back to Penner's Pancakes and the Nasty Chat. They kind of just looked a little lousy on the ice, and I couldn't agree more. Like sometimes they look good, but I just feel like they try to force too many plays, and it doesn't really
to each other.
Yeah. And that's what I was starting to notice yesterday. They're trying to be way too pretty, and it just comes natural. Like when Leon's on his own line, when Connor's on his own line, they don't just, force plays. Oh, I have to give it to Connor right now, or I have to give it to Leon because he's going to do something. They carry the puck more, and they make plays by just going into the offensive end, and just they just don't give it away nearly as quick. So I'm against it at this point. I feel like any other season I'd be for it, but just from this season, I think this has probably been their worst season together by far. Look at the points they've been able to put up. I mean, when these guys were together before, they were getting 3 points, 4 points, 4 points, like I swear, every other game. And that just hasn't been the case this year. So I'm against it. I think this team is way better, especially with how Leon has been playing. I think they're way better split. They're going to dominate. You have that line out and it'll dominate the top line. It'll be good, right? But if you have Connor and Leon separate, the first line will still dominate whatever team they're playing going up against. And you've seen what Leon's been able to do as well. That line is also going to dominate the opposition. So I think you split them. I have not seen nearly enough offense to keep them together. However, that being said, they do have the luxury of having enough depth if they want to take that route. But I don't think it's, I think they're better when they're split.
Lieutenant Eric, which side of this do you come out on?
I don't really have a side. I just think it can be opponent dependent, and you have options. That's the option. I just don't think this needs to be sealed away in stone, and you either go nuclear or not. I think in certain situations you can pair them up there, and in certain situations, if it's not working, you can dial them back. That's the luxury that this team has with the two of them. So that's my case. I don't need to explain it any farther. I just think that you have an option. Use it when you want. If it's not working, you have the option to then do something else and try something else. And again, as you said, prior to the deadline, whatever happens there, and if you add some bumper and bottom depth to that forward group, but. No, right now, and you got a guy like Nuge too who can play center and wing. I mean, you've got a luxury there, and I just don't see why we have to be married to one or the other all the time. And if you're looking for me to take a side,
which they haven't been so far,
and
right?
That's the thing. And I know it's the point of this exercise, but I'll firmly sit on the fence and I'll enjoy it.
Well, but no, I mean, you're basically saying no, you don't think it should become the norm.
Not the norm,
right? Like you are saying, you don't think it should become the norm. You're not anti when they go nuclear,
when they do it either.
If you think it should be the norm, then you would say no.
Like I've never taken the position where you have, you over the past have kind of not really liked it in certain situations and you see it as what? Like,
I think it's just a crutch.
Yeah.
I see it as a crutch that you could use at certain moments.
If your leg's hurting, you get a crutch and you're like, I can watch. So not the norm, but. Certainly, it could be a norm, I guess, if the situation suggests.
780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. I am going to agree with Trev that in one aspect of it, I don't think they should go to it all the time. The vote is heavily against the no on it as well, like very, very, very lopsided. It's early in the vote. But the reason I don't think you can go to it all the time is because I don't like their depth. Look at their points production this year. Like it's McDavid and Draisaitl put up a ton of points, and nobody else is really doing too much offensively. So I don't think I would expect much from the other three lines offensively if those two guys are together. So for me, the main reason I want them apart is because I think you need them on separate lines to have two legitimate, dangerous offensive lines. Because nothing against Henrique and Nuge, but I don't think either of those guys are driving a line offensively come playoff time. So I think you have to have Draisaitl and McDavid separated. Now, there's some interesting thoughts on it. Grumpy Cat says do it. He goes, separating them hasn't delivered a cup just yet. And then he adds, give them 20 games together, and either they slow down on the pretty plays or you start connecting on them one way or the other.
And I was always keep them together. I loved it. I loved seeing Connor. Whenever I saw Connor and Leon start the game together, I got goosebumps. I'm like, oh, there's going to be magic tonight. And I go back to the year 2020, the North Division year. I remember Tippett was still the bench boss, and it just depending on who they were playing that night there. If it was the Senators, okay, they're going nuclear. But then it worked. It really worked. Like Connor and Leon were popping off together. And that's another kind of reason why they haven't really popped off. They haven't, brought those numbers like they did in previous years. So that's another reason why. And as far as the depth goes, you're right. It should be a lot better. You look on paper, it's like, okay, it's deep, but then you look at the stat sheet and they've done virtually nothing, So yeah, I get that.
I think Nuge is a top six forward. I'm not sure Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is a second line center on a championship team right now. I think he's a top six winger, but I don't know if Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is a second line center on a championship team. consistently. Can you go there sporadically when you're going to put those guys together? Yeah, you can probably get away with that. But I don't know. This text from Truck in the Park says, no nuclear. Good teams want them to play together, i.e. Vegas. They handle 45 seconds in one shift, and they feel their depth can take over the next 2.5 minutes. Depending on the opponent, you can use it. Nicer flexibility. Now, Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca. Yeah, it's Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca. Pat is in and says, that was the most men's league-like game I've seen in a while. Oilers had like 22 giveaways and the ice looked bad, plus hitting the post in a wide open net, and then Perry cherry picking. It could have been at the River Cree. I'm glad that they won. That's what Pat says.
Some stranger asks, have you guys talked about Bouchard yet?
No, we haven't got into it yet. I mean, needs to be better with the puck. It's kind of been the story of his season so far this year. And I think everybody's just sort of assuming, because his last 2 playoffs have been pretty good, even from a defensive intensity standpoint, that he'll crank it up again come playoff time. But if the Oilers are going to win a Stanley Cup, they need a better Evan Bouchard than we've seen so far this season. Trev, do you think that's an unfair comment? Like, I think there's got to be a better game there if they're going to win it.
Gosh, bring it up a lot. Like, I can't believe we're more than halfway through the season and he has yet to score on the power play.
Well, that's just insane. I mean, I don't get that.
That blows my mind. At the beginning of the season, I was saying he's going to be the next defenseman to score 30 goals, given what I saw last year, the production that he was able to put up. And he's been the player I've been, glued to watching this more than anyone this whole entire season, just because, there's still just so much more. I thought last year was just like, the start. Like, you're okay, like, you get used to this. This is going to be amazing. Oilers fans, you're going to absolutely love this. And I've been very disappointed. So the offensive, and you talk about pressure. Nurse had to deal with it for so many years. But like when I was at the Oilers game last week against the Capitals, like when Bouch got the puck, like people were starting to turn on him. And like, I think people were starting to boo, and he was starting, he's starting to hear
Bouchard.
Boo. Yeah, he puts the boo in Bouchard. So I think that gets to him a little bit right now. So I think the Four Nations face off, if he's, not going to make it, depending on who they pick.
I think that's going to be. He's playing his way out of the conversation.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good.
Should love this. He's smart move.
Yeah,
exactly.
like just take the week off, just go to Banff, Jasper, just chill, and then come back. But I've been very disappointed. They need him. Like, he was such a catalyst for the Oilers in the playoffs last year, and they relied on him heavily. They need that again. Like, they need playoff Bouch right now.
Crank it up right now.
Right now.
Go get that President's Trophy. It's just as important to have home ice in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. All right, what say you? 780-218-9999. We're 35 away from changing 200 here before we bring in Craig Button. So actually, we're 29 away. So hammer the thumbs up for us if you're watching here at the 6 o'clock hour. A conch for all of our 6 o'clockers. It's been a fun start to the show. This hour has absolutely flown by. Coming up in hour number 2, Craig Button's going to join us for Pro-Am Sports. That hurts for James H. Brown. I will address the lock of the century failing, and we'll try to bounce back with our partners over at Coolbet. Also, some exciting news with Coolbet. We'll get into that. Creed Tuesday. We'll continue that around 7:30. Weekly confessions. What do you need to confess? We'll get to that for Spectrum Rental. And then Fired Up for Gemco Fireplaces, where you can get all of your Napoleon fireplace products. It is draft week. The Handsome Man draft's coming up. We're going to determine the order to make our selections. We're going to talk some draft categories.
And banana pepper.
Also, I'm going to try banana pepper for the first time around 7:45. So, yay! Yay!
Can't wait.
Oh, me eating a banana pepper? Keep your I can't believe it texts rolling in as well. It's how you're going to win text of the day today for A&W in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Craig Button on the way for Pro-Am Sports. Let's get to an update right now with Lieutenant Eric.
Matthias Janmark notched his second of the season, while Connor McDavid scored in his return to the lineup. The Oilers with a 4-2 victory over the Kraken. Edmonton have now won 7 of 9 and will get set to host the Red Wings on Thursday. Detroit last night, 5-2 over the Kings. Wings have won 3 straight. LA have lost 6 of 8. Sharks over the Penguins, 2-1. San Jose snapping a 6-game slide. Canucks topping the Blues 5-2. Connor Garland with a pair in that one. And the Flyers, they double up the Devils 4-2. 8 games tonight in the NHL. Of note, Montreal are at home to Winnipeg. Carolina visit the Rangers. The Caps visit the Flames. And the Golden Knights are at home to the Dallas Stars. Toronto Raptors 113-104 over the Pelicans. Make it 4 straight wins for the Raps as they'll get set to visit the Wizards tomorrow. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler returning from suspension yesterday only to get suspended again by the Miami Heat. He's expected to miss the next 5 games. The NBA trade deadline looming. It falls February 6th. 4 games around the association later tonight. Over to TGL Golf. Jupiter Lynx defeating Boston Common 4-3 in overtime. The schedule will pick up again Tuesday when Boston takes on Los Angeles. Up next, hour 2 of the Nielson Show featuring TSN's Craig Button for Pro-Am Sports. Up next.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind. 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Dusty and Eric and all at the back. Like Brzezinski and Noodles, Gaddick and Gage. If it's just over to Coolbet to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday Mandate. Sharky's always on time. Tommy's always late. Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number 1 in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We want to hear some hot takes and we want to hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I want to kiss away? He left the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about the games? Macramel, Rapaport, Dragger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about him in person, does he go forth? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
7:04 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today. We appreciate it. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or EvanstonSportsTalk.com, please tell your friends how easy it is when they tell you, man, I miss those guys from the mornings back in 1260. You tell them, pay attention. They're still going, and their show is now fully interrupted or uninterrupted for 3 hours every day over here on Edmonton Sports Talk. If you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. Edmonton Oilers back in first in the Pacific right now. And maybe we'll discuss, I heard, was it one of the shows here yesterday? We have so many shows on the station now, I can never keep track of
6 to 6.
all the different conversations. But the importance of finishing first in the league, the importance of knowing any game 7 that you will play will be done in front of 18,000 crazy fans down at Rogers Place. How important is that? We'll get into that maybe a little bit here with Craig Button as well. Coming up in hour number 2, That Hurts for James H. Brown, our Coolbet segment, weekly confessions, fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, in which I will try banana pepper for the first time in my life. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's. Do we have his? Yeah, Craig Button's ready to go. We'll get into this. Hockey Insider today, brought to you by Pro-Am Sports, your locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialist. Let Pro-Am help you with your team fundraiser with a no-risk auction and raffle items. Visit them in store for all the details. This is you can't lose with these no-risk auctions. They're great. Located in Edmonton at the corner of St. Albert Trail, 128th Ave, or online at proamsports.ca. I know there's a lot of hockey parents listening. If you're doing fundraisers and things and you don't want to go around and collect cans or you don't want to sell cookies or something like that, go do one of these no-risk auctions or raffles with the fine folks over at Pro-Am Sports. That's proamsports.ca. All right, Craig Button joins us this morning. Craig, I get the sense you're a big banana pepper guy. You probably really like these things, don't you?
I do like banana peppers. I absolutely do. I like peppers. I like jalapenos. I like serranos. I got all kinds. I like Thai peppers. I like some heat. I don't mind some heat. So I can't believe you've never had a banana pepper. Banana peppers are mild. Like they're nothing. They're
really?
like
Okay,
you're
good.
not.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they're nothing, right, Eric? They're nothing.
No, on the whole scale. Have you ever entered one of those contests, Craig, where you have to sign the waiver form and wear the gloves
the
and all
hot
that?
ones,
yeah, with the measurements.
No, and I never would. I'll tell you why. Like, why do you have to do that? Like, somebody took me one time to Toronto. You got to try these wings. They're the hottest wings on the world. They'll burn your mouth. I go, I'm not eating wings to just burn my mouth. I eat wings because I enjoy eating wings. Like, seriously. So no, I'm never going into a contest where I got to put on gloves to handle food to put in my mouth where it'll be even hotter. Not happening.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it really doesn't. You're right. Craig Button with us on the show this morning. Craig is brought to you by Pro-Am Sports. And, of course, if you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We very much appreciate it. Connor McDavid returns to the lineup last night. They brought him back and had him with McDavid and Draisaitl and Hyman last night. We were discussing, they do go to it quite often. Should it just be the norm for this team? Do you think the Oilers are in a spot to play those guys together on a regular basis?
Well, I mean, am I going to tell Chris Knobloch he shouldn't? What happened here in Connor's 3-game absence is that, Nuge moves back into the middle of the ice. And so I think that for Chris Knobloch, again, I just love the fact that he's got these options. Yeah. And, when the playoffs begin, teams are going to try to load up to stop you. And how can you load up to gain an advantage? And I think Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is a really valuable player, right? Because he can do so many things for your team in so many different spots. And now, because of Ryan being able to do the things he does, I think, you can go to that option and force teams. And it's not even so much forcing teams into a vulnerable spot because they can load up. But what does it do for the next group of players coming up? They're not going to have to face the same type of harder competition that Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman are going to face. So I think that it not only gives you a chance to load up and take advantage because those guys are hard to stop, but it also gives the other players a little bit of an easier matchup, shall we say.
Pickard stepped in last night. Skinner's wife having their second child. Pickard stepped in. He won again. I mean, he's funny because we watch him play and we sometimes describe him as a bit of a street hockey goalie. Like he does whatever he needs to do to get in front of pucks. But you can't ask for anything more from your backup than just to continue to win you hockey games. What's your level of confidence in this goaltending duo the Oilers have, for a team that's viewed as a Stanley Cup favorite / contender?
100%. And you might go, oh, geez, really 100%? Sure it's not 95? No, it's 100%. And here's why. I wanted to give the answer before I gave my rationale for it. The rationale for it is this, is that what are you going to try to upgrade? How are you going to try to upgrade? Like, are you going to upgrade Stuart Skinner? Stuart Skinner is a really good goaltender. Who are you going to upgrade him with? Igor Shesterkin? You're just, and keep in mind the salary that Stuart Skinner is making too. So that all fits, right? Then you got Calvin Pickard, who, as you point out, sometimes, we get too caught up in form. And you remember when quarterbacks, imagine Patrick Mahomes playing like 20 years ago. People would have said, well, you can't have him. He's not a drop back quarterback, like Lamar Jackson. But you open up your mind to different ideas depending on what your team's structure is. And again, who are you going to upgrade Calvin Pickard with? I honestly, guys, I laugh when I hear, oh, the Edmonton Oilers shopping for a backup goaltender. They're going to find a better backup goaltender than Calvin Pickard right now? Like, good luck. Good luck. So I'm like, again, unless you got something massive happening. No, I got 100% call. And they went to Game 7 last year in the Stanley Cup playoffs, where they both contributed.
Yeah, they both had huge wins along the way last year. Pickard, when needed to, stepped up as well. You mentioned, what are you going to be shopping for? If you were running the Oilers right now and the deadline closing in here, still a little bit of time, but they brought in Klingberg. We haven't seen him yet. What would be your shopping list right now for the Edmonton Oilers in the window that they're in?
I'd like more size on the walls. I'd like more size on the walls. If I could find a second line winger, Kane's coming back. If I could find a second line winger, upgrade on Arvidsson in size, push Arvidsson maybe down the lineup. And again, you need blue liners. You need length on the blue line. So it doesn't have to be, a top 4 defenseman, but get some length and get some weight on the back end for depth. One of the things that did in the Dallas Stars last year, they were a contender. I mean, 6 games versus the Edmonton Oilers. But once Hakanpää got hurt, they were down to 5 defensemen. And you're not going to win unless you got depth. And it doesn't have to be like these top 4 guys, but you need depth, you need weight, you need length on the back end. And the Dallas, made some moves getting Tanev, but when Hakanpää went down, they had no options. They had 5 defensemen.
TSN's Craig Button joining us this morning on the Nielson Show. Craig, I wonder your thoughts, and whenever there's a Vegas Golden Knight player that is discussed with injury, long-term, short-term, whatever, people, especially in this market, tend to wince. Alex Pietrangelo, we all know, dropping out of 4 Nations. I just wanted your thoughts. Is this domino one of some other dominoes to fall prior to the tournament? Should we be expecting more announcements like this? And who would you see right now as a good fit to replace him on that lineup?
Yeah, it's funny, when you think about what's going on, Vegas, Pietrangelo. But Pietrangelo played the other night. I think that he's looking at it, and whatever his ailment is, he's saying, I got to manage this. And he's saying 2 weeks of rest is going to help me manage it. And 2 weeks of playing at the 4 Nations tournament isn't. And, you respect the decisions of the players to do that. There doesn't appear to be anything like with respect to long-term injury reserved for. I'll just say that doesn't appear, but who knows? Anyway, I think you can go 2 ways. Well, Jamie McLennan and I talked about this yesterday on TSN. So I said, if you want to go a little bit more offensive, it's Evan Bouchard. And again, people, I'm shaking my head, as you probably can see, and. Like the Edmonton Oilers are a top defensive team in the National Hockey League, and Evan Bouchard is a part of that. People say he can't play defense. I would just like people to go and watch Evan Bouchard for 2 games and then come back and tell me he can't play defense. So Evan Bouchard, if you want a little bit, if you want to go more the defensive side, I would say Chris Tanev. If you say we want that Ben, I think Chris Tanev is the best defensive defenseman, quite frankly, in the NHL. And then one of the best, because that would be dismissing number 14 in Edmonton, who's pretty bloody good, I'll tell you. And then Jamie brought up Mackenzie Weegar as a guy that can play the left side right shot or play the right side right shot. So those are, I thought Jamie made a really good suggestion on Weegar, but those would be 3 guys that I think would be more than capable. There's a lot of talk about Drew Doughty.
Yeah.
Like if I'm the LA Kings, sorry, Drew, you're not going to play in that. I mean, they're saying now that he might play in the next 3 to 5 games. That's not enough games to get ramped up to go play at high level competition. So as much as Drew Doughty has been an integral member of Team Canada over the last number of years and tournaments, I don't think that having him not playing a single game yet this year, maybe 1 or 2 before the tournament, is a good option.
Craig, before we let you go, we just haven't had a chance to chat with you since that blockbuster between Colorado, Carolina, and I guess Chicago sprinkled in there as well. Mikko Rantanen to the Hurricanes. Does that make them the team to beat in the East? Undoubtedly.
No, not at all. In fact, I don't think it makes them like, it might nudge them ahead a little bit. Their blue line isn't, in my view, they don't have a big enough, strong enough blue line. They lost Pesci. They lost Brady Shea. They don't have a second line center, which is where Necas plays. I think Necas is a way better center than a winger. And now they're going to put him on the wing in Colorado. I don't think Colorado is a better team without Rantanen. You listen to Nathan McKinnon. You talked about, I think they made a move, and he's a unique superstar, Rantanen. And I think the Colorado Avalanche are a weaker team now than they were with Rantanen. And I don't think that the Carolina Hurricanes are undoubtedly the contenders. Like, you don't have a second line center. Like, you tell me Sebastian Aho is going to get the advantage on Barkov? Not a chance. And then you got to go play against Bennett and Lundell? Not a chance. The blue line isn't big enough. It's not deep enough. The goaltending's always been one of those things. What are you going to get come playoff time? And so, like, big bold move. I don't think they're. I mean, Ratnan's a hell of a player. He's a unique superstar, but I don't think they're now the favorites in the East. Not at all.
Craig, as always, man, we really appreciate the time. Thanks a lot for popping by.
Yeah, eat those banana peppers.
I will.
They won't burn your tongue. Trust me, Dustin. And if they do, then you can hold my feet to the fire.
I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to trust. I'll trust you, Mr. Button. There you go. That's Craig Button. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is a banana pepper? Just be honest.
They are, well, if you're comparing them to other peppers on the market they're not. I mean, they got a bit of a bite to them. And the color to them is bright, and you would think as a human being, you're like,
are there
that looks hot.
seeds on them?
There are seeds in them.
Oh no.
But you won't be eating, you're not going to be
seeds.
You're not biting into an actual pepper. These are kind of cut into little rings.
Yeah, they
so
look like pickles.
Yeah. It's quite
All right,
pleasant.
so that'll
to eat.
happen around 7:45. For what it's worth, I was looking at our two guys in a goalie team Canada, and next up on that list for defensemen that aren't on the league team already would be Mackenzie Weegar. So I guess I'd throw my support behind that one, but we'll come back to it on 3 questions too many today. We will circle back around to that. Craig Button brought to you by Pro-Am. If you're organizing a fundraising event, how about a no-risk auction and no-risk raffle items? ProAmSports.ca. If you're watching over on YouTube, and there's a bunch of you there today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Well past 200. Let's change 300 before 7:30. Why not? Easy peasy. Hammer the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a thing. Pushes our content out to more people. Sub to the channel as well as we make our push towards 11.2K. Looking for that 12,000 mark here at some point in the spring. All right, let's get into That Hurts right now for James H. Brown, the heavy hitters of injury law. If you've been injured in an accident, just know that they will have you taken care of. James H. Brown Personal Injury Law Firm, the heavy hitters of injury law. With over 200 years of experience, James H. Brown will get you the settlement and this is the key word here, the settlement you deserve. Too many people not getting what they should be getting because they're not going to James H. Brown. Visit them at jameshbrown.com today. Book your private consultation. I thought this would be a nice place to sort of wedge this part in because Trent is an extremely well-dressed individual over there at James H. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I have an event this afternoon that is the business. It's being like they call it the dress code is being described as business casual.
Yeah, it's a high roller event.
Well, but this is why it hurts for me. I don't technically understand what business casual is supposed to be. Talked about it on the oil stream with Tommy Gazzola yesterday. He's like, sometimes you can get away with jeans there. Sometimes you can't.
I think he'd get you up to
Said
speed.
you're not
If anybody
helping
should
me.
know it, it should be Tommy.
Well,
right?
but he's not helping me. So I'm wearing these pants today. They're like these sort of black slacks because Tommy said I could definitely wear these. I've got the brand new orange and black Nikes, which have orange, which sort of match some of the orange in my shirt.
Good, okay.
And it's an event at Rogers for the Oilers. So I was like, oh, like maybe I can get away with this. And then I've got a suit jacket that has that hood on it because it's winter and it's casual.
Yeah.
So I've got that suit jacket look. But I'm looking online and I don't know if it's businessy enough. I don't know if it's casual enough. I have no idea.
Relaxed version of business professional.
Okay, but what's business professional?
For men, it could include slacks, khakis,
I got slacks.
chinos, or casual pants.
Okay, I got slacks.
I mean, that
We're good.
hits every category, I think. A collared shirt.
Got it.
I see a
Check
collar.
mark.
A sweater or blazer. Now,
So my blazer, I mean,
that's a sweater. I mean, it's
well,
a hooded.
I'm going to
it's-
go put it on.
I see nothing about hood in here. That's the only problem. I think you can kind of tuck the hood in.
That's the casual
Yeah. Well, that is the casual part. And then a tie is optional. And in this case, you're taking the option, much like the McDavid Draisaitl stack, of not wearing a tie. So I think in this case, you've checked all the boxes of business casual. Doesn't say anything about shoes, so you're off the hook there.
Yeah, but I wore nice shoes. Like these are pretty nice.
No, I know,
shoes.
but it doesn't say you have to have this or that. So I think you're in the clear. I mean, in terms
Now
of
we have to remember this is not like
Here's
it's
something
a
that may-
charity poker tournament in the middle of the afternoon. I
here's
don't know.
something that may get you though. It says what not to wear. Okay,
Uh-oh.
jeans, shorts, sweatpants, yoga pants, athletic pants. You're good.
Okay, I'm good there.
Low cut shirts or crop tops.
Okay, I'm good on that
It's a good
one.
thing you didn't wear the crop top today. Hats.
Well, I'm not going to wear a hat.
Okay.
No, I'm
just
going
saying.
to have to do something with this. I
Because
don't
you
know
had
what I'm
this
going to do with this.
when you went to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse at one time, and remember that? I mean,
Well,
then
I
you
had
to-
dinner with 4 bald guys. But yeah, they made me take my hat off, and I was like, oh no.
But now you know going ahead, so you'll
Yeah.
comb through that. Hey, so okay. Distracting jewelry. You don't have any.
I don't have any of that.
Okay, you got your marine sports paraphernalia, clothing that shows undergarments.
So I'm good. I mean, I think I'm good.
I think you're in the clear, and nobody should have any problem.
Okay, so if you're watching over on YouTube right now,
Very business casual.
what do you think? What do you think of this? Like, would this be business casual? No hat. My hair will be done up.
Yeah.
Might sneak in a trip to Tommy Guns between shows today. I don't know.
You should spike it up.
I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll throw it out.
Yeah, pick it.
Just come in with a mini afro today. Trev, what do you think, man? It's a charity mid-afternoon poker event. This is not like a business casual formal dinner that you're going to.
So you're going to be wearing this jacket the whole time?
Correct.
Yeah, then I think that works.
Okay. You think so?
I think without it, that's a little too cash.
Yeah.
But
I'll be wearing this jacket.
And it honestly kind of looks like a poker jacket.
It does?
It does. It looks like a poker jacket. I don't even know if that's the thing, but it fits
Nielson
the bill.
rolling
Fits
in.
the bill.
Nielson.
So yeah, I think this it works. I love the kicks. They look sick. It matches. I like that. Like
People
you
are
can
worried
tell
about the plaid shirt.
It's a collared shirt.
It's a collared
It's a collared shirt.
I'm seeing buttons. I think that
I
counts
also
for something.
I do have dress socks on too.
I noticed that.
So I thought that was a nice
Checks
sort of
off
thing.
another
Checks
box.
off a box.
I don't think you have to tuck your shirt in. Martin says you should show up in a Speedo, snorkel, eye goggles, and swimming flippers, a la Cousin Eddie in Vegas.
See how that goes.
I think that's the play. Jason wants to know if that's
It
the
works.
Tales of the North jacket.
No, this is just another jacket. Now I can take the hood off of this.
Oh, perfect. Well, then you're laughing.
You think I should take the hood off?
Are you going to button it up?
No, it'd be open.
Yeah,
Open
but
jacket.
you have the option of.
I don't know. I think this is good enough for a charity poker event.
I
Yeah,
think
without
so.
the hat.
I think so. It looks good. Don't fret, my friend.
Joel
Anyway, this
says
is what
put it on the
hurts.
Ritz.
I don't know
Yeah.
about this. I always hate that business casual stuff. Like, just tell me. Tuck in a button shirt, make it white or light blue, wear a jacket, and dress pants.
Give me instructions.
Tommy yesterday was like, well, the slacks, like an oyster, we're talking like for business casual, should you wear a tie? And Tommy's like, well, you can wear a tie, but I wouldn't wear
Optional.
a tie. And I was
Optional.
just like,
Yeah. Listen to your heart. Here's the shoes. Sneakers that aren't too heavily branded are acceptable in many industries. Make sure your socks and shoes match the color of your slacks.
the slacks, I got to match in the shirt.
And wear shoes and belts that are in good condition. Your shoes are in good
My
condition.
belts, I have a
They're
nice
not,
belt
they're
on
not
right now.
heavily branded. It's a minimalist look
So-
on
well,
the brand.
it matches what I'm wearing.
It's not
There's
like
some
it's
black
a
in
screaming
there.
basketball shoe.
There's some orange in there.
Yeah.
I think
I think you should be fine. And maybe getting Tommy's high class, and maybe for business casual, he doesn't really.
I think this is business casual.
Yeah, I don't think Tommy's ever dressed business casual. He's up
Tommy's
there.
always a high-end guy.
We're all down here. He's way up there.
Chad Jenkins over on YouTube says I'm good. Amos Moses, guys, says I think at the poker tournament you can get away with even a hat.
Oh yeah,
Even pair with
You
some
should.
lizard-eyed
You
sunglasses.
should wear a visor. You were going to be Dustin Negrano. You should go full.
Yeah, maybe I should.
The canasta visor.
Sean says Dusty's going to be done after the first hand anyway. No one's going to care what he looks like. That's probably true. Christian in Winnipeg says Dusty when he's denied entry into the poker tournament because of his clothing. I can't believe it.
Lucas says it's odd they care so much what you wear for a celebrity strip poker tournament.
Man, wouldn't that be the plot twist?
What?
Bruce from William Huff has invited me to a strip poker tournament. I don't even know how to. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't even know.
You might want to bring the hat.
Yeah. Take that off. I have all my jewelry on and pull out a grill. Sorry, it's still working
That's
on it.
It's a piece of. Yeah, Jason says add in some gold teeth grills. It's poker. You want to get in the head, right? Like that's the
Well,
whole.
poker
showing up
players
physically
have
to the
unique
table.
looks.
Yeah, and
my suit jacket with the hood is set of my knee, and then when I have pocket aces, I can go like this.
Dark Nielsen,
and
you
people
put
be
on the
like,
shades.
"Wow, look
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
guy!
Put on the shades."
Look at this guy! How can you trust him at the poker table? You have to fold then, I guess."
Jason Leduc, wear a turtleneck. Cover the veins on your neck. Sharks are looking for hard pumping veins during a big hand or a
man.
bluff. That is true. I'd keep it buttoned up tight so you don't give too much away.
That's a tough look. Anyway, I feel like Darth Sidious with this on.
It's a nice hood.
Yeah.
It's got some depth. You want a good hood.
I'm watching you, Skywalker. We'll keep an eye on you. All right, so I think I'm good. I think I'll be okay. I'm not overly concerned about it anyway. But that hurts that I always struggle with and I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. Tammy was mocking me last night. And she likes the long hair, but she goes, how are you going to make it look good? I said, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Tommy guns could.
I might just go with like, what's this look? Would this be like casual sort of?
It's the back.
It's the sloppy look.
It's the back though.
Yeah, shaggy look. Like it's not all over the place.
It's the back.
The back's not good.
You're always looking at
of
the front.
hat.
You're like, oh, my hair is combed out, and then the back is just like
I don't know
wild
what to do with the
country.
back. I don't know.
That's
Kind of
the
trendy
concern.
though today.
This
to
look-
have like a
this,
little
like-
bit of a messy hairdo.
Yeah, it's like I just got up, but I didn't just get up.
That's, you know what? That looks good.
I don't know what to do with the back.
But
Turn
like
to the side.
fix
Turn to the side.
fix
See, like, the front's fine. Business in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, casual in the back.
You just gotta
You know
fix
what?
up the back, but the front looks good.
I should have turned down this invite. Just got home and had a nap this afternoon.
Well,
All right, Dusty's the shirt flannel. No, it's not flannel shirt. It's just a plaid shirt. It's a dress shirt.
it is.
It's just plaid.
No tie though. Huh.
No tie. You can't wear a tie with this.
Well, it's optional.
I don't think you can do that.
Would that be funny?
All right,
Loose
that
tie.
hurts
A bow
for.
tie.
I just that
should
hurts
wear a
for
bow
James
tie.
H. Brown.
Ian Ferguson, Fergie's press. Dusty, you are fishing casual right now. That's not dress casual, but fishing casual.
Like for fishing, is in like
I think you
going
look good
fishing.
on a
No,
nice fishing.
please. I
fishing
watch
boat.
fishing shows. They're not dresses this nice. All right, that hurts for James H. Brown. Let's dive into our little Coolbet segment here today. Big news actually from the Coolbet boys, guys. This is actually kind of exciting. I think I mentioned it to Trev yesterday. I haven't mentioned to anybody else just yet, but if you're not yet signed up for an account at Coolbet, go to coolbet.com and sign up today. I did say, remember yesterday when I said it's the lock of the century, and then I said not all bets hit. You might
say
not
that.
win this one.
We had the fine print.
I am very disappointed that Connor McDavid didn't get 2 points last night. Like, I'm stunned. I thought it was an automatic. I thought it was an automatic that he was going to get the 2 points last night. Unfortunately, he did not. So we'll try to run it back tonight in the National Hockey League. But locked this in last night. Coolbet is sending the lock shop, Huss and I, to Boston.
What?
For the Four Nations. So we are going from like February 17th to the 21st. We'll be there for 2 games on the Monday, and then we'll be there for the Four Nations final on the Thursday. And we'll be doing shows from Boston throughout the week, and it should be a lot of fun. This is kind of exciting. I've only been to Boston once. It was with my wife,
Beantown,
and we were only there for like 1 full day, 2 nights, 1 full day to watch the Blue Jays at Fenway. And so now I get to go back, get to be there for like 4 days, take in what Boston's really about. If McDavid and Team Canada make the final, Huss and I will be there. It'll be a pretty good time. So this is kind of, they texted us last week. They're like, boys, do you want to go to Boston? We got some stuff going on promotion-wise. And we're like, yes, we're in. Huss... Yeah,
I want a Huss update here.
I had to work out some family stuff, but Huss replied immediately and was like, I'll walk there if I have to. So I'm excited. I'm just excited to go to Boston with Huss. We are going to go wicked hard the whole time we're there. It's going to get really annoying hearing that from me while we're there.
You'll have to visit Cheers.
I've been to Cheers before.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll take Huss. I mean,
it doesn't look anything like the real Cheers.
Is there an update, though, on Huss's Costa Rica?
He arrived
trip?
last night.
I'm very enthused at that.
Like the moment he got off the plane in Costa Rica, he texted us about the TGL. He's like, I can't believe I missed TGL overtime. We're like, what are you doing? He goes, we just landed in Costa Rica, picking up the bags and going to the hotel. So Huss is down there for Coolbet right now in Costa Rica at a poker event. And then in mid-February, we are taking off to Boston for the week. So
I thought you might miss out on the EST curling bonspiel brought to you by Lloyd Sod Insurance.
No, it actually works
I'm
out
glad
very
that
well.
this
So we
is-
have
yeah.
Super Bowl Sunday, followed by the bonspiel, and then I promised the Muzz I'd take her to the PWHL game.
Okay.
Which is 2:00 on the Sunday. So I'm taking her to the game, but then I'm also on a 6:30 flight to Toronto on Sunday night. Could have just flown to Boston on Sunday, but I told the Muzz we'd go to that game. So we're going to go to the PWHL game, which, by the way, people are price gouging these tickets. It's insane, which is frustrating. So I'm going to take her to the game. Then I'm going to whip her home. Then I'm going to head to the airport as quick as I can. I'm going to fly to Toronto, spend the night in Toronto, then fly to Boston first thing Monday morning and be there for the 1 o'clock puck drop on Monday. So we'll get to see all 4 teams on Monday, and then we'll be there for the final on Thursday. So
Jen
shout out
says,
to Coolbet for making that happen.
Jen says the trip will go great. 2 dudes at the same food palette. And then JCD780 says you'd have to have clams in Boston.
No, there'll be
none of that. Nobody. You guys are going to be eating. You guys are going to be feeding yourselves chicken fingers. You have your arms twisted around each other, popping them in. Hey, pictures of that.
We'll see what happens there. Okay, so here's what I want to do today. I've been running a test on a little bit of a system.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send this to the Coolbet boys today, and I hit it last night, and I've gone back over the last week and taken a look at it, and there's some success to be had here. So here's what I'm doing. It's very chalky, but I'm parlaying it. The boys will probably give us a boost. It's Dusty's spectacular under system. So here's what we do. We take 3 games in the National Hockey League, bump the total up to 7.5, and then take the under. Last night, 5 games in the NHL. How many of those games had 8 goals? 0. Not one of them. The night before in the league, I think there was 9 games. I think 2 of them had 8 goals. So what I like to do is I like to take the 5.5s and move them up to 7.5. We only have 1 5.5 on the board tonight.
Are you now an under guy just because McDavid didn't get the...
I can't move this number.
But it's all unders now for you.
I'm just a huge under guy in the
You're
NHL.
never going over again or anything.
So we're going to pick 3 games to go under tonight and then move it up to 7.5. And the parlay last night was like minus 130, but it was like a no sweater. It was great. So let's take Washington, Calgary under 7.5. And I'll send this over to the boys. We'll get it boosted. We'll throw it up in the combo cards. Trev, give me another game tonight that you think will not have 8 goals. That's all we need. We need games that don't have 8 goals tonight.
8 goals. Okay, sorry. What did you just say?
NHL games tonight that you don't think 8 goals will be scored. I've got Calgary, Washington.
Calgary, Washington. I mean, Ducks, Kraken. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to make sure they don't score 8 goals.
It's the Ducks and
Seattle's
Kraken.
on the second half of a back-to-back, though.
Yeah, but it's the Ducks.
I know.
Look at the other teams. You got Stars, Golden Knights. Ducks, Kraken definitely will score less than that, I imagine. Colorado Islanders. The only other one I could, it may be the Bruins and Sabres.
Bruins, Sabres. I was looking at Bruins, Sabres, but Sabre. I think.
Don't like my answer.
Praptor says Dusty's either a madman or a freaking genius. No, I think I'm a genius.
Mr. Under.
All right, so let's just
Flames, Capitals.
I got that one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only one I got right now.
Oh.
Flames, Capitals under 7.5. Let's go. I mean, Vegas, Dallas should be a pretty tight. Like, I don't think there's going to be 8 goals scored in a Vegas-Dallas game. Like, are they not going to play some solid defensive hockey in a Vegas-Dallas game?
Good goaltending.
Let's put Vegas-Dallas in there. And the Islanders don't play a lot of high-scoring games. Somebody else is suggesting the Rangers and the Hurricanes. Abutski's going to say Bruins, Sabres. Let's do that. Okay, let's go. All right, so we're gonna move it to 7.5. So I'll send it to the boys. They'll be up on a combo card a little bit later on at the top of Coolbet. So we'll go Washington, Calgary, Dallas, Vegas, Boston, Buffalo, all to be under 8 goals tonight.
Big Maple's calling it Dunders since it's D for Dusty.
It's not a great handle, but I don't mind it.
The Dunders.
It's not a great handle, but I'll take it. I just want to look at Boston, Buffalo. Recent head-to-head matchups. Give me a second here.
Dave Davis asks, is this another lock of the century? Smiley face.
You know
emoji.
it. Okay, so let's just listen to this. Listen to this. The last 10 times the Bruins and Sabres have played, they have combined to score 8 goals once. So they would have finished under 7.5 9 times.
Something's got to give.
No, I've unlocked the key to sports betting. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send it to the boys.
Shoo-in of the week.
Caps and Flames, Stars and Golden Knights, Bruins. Let me check Stars and Golden Knights here too. Then we'll get to the update. Then we got lots more to
They
get
have
to.
none.
They have no games that have hit 8 goals in their last 10.
In the last 10, no. They've had 7 a few times.
Yeah.
7 the last 2 games.
Uh-oh, Trev. Oh, my God, you're scaring me now. This Vegas
4-3 and
Dallas game.
6-1.
But before
that, 1-3, 3-2.
Now, see, I'm seeing their last... Yeah, 4-3, 3-2, 2-1, 2-0, 3-2, 4-2, 3-2, 3-1, 4. Like they say it's a 3-2 league. Yeah. So how are you not like betting just under 8 goals? Let's leave it in there. Let's do it. All right, so there we go. That'll be it. The secret to sports betting has been unlocked. It's the lock of the century. Under 7.5 in the Caps, Flames, Dallas, Vegas, Boston, Buffalo. Not sure what the number's going to be yet, but we'll get it over to the guys at Coolbet and they'll lock that in for us. Jake, I know Jake's watching a lot of mornings. Jake, can we get this done up? Maybe give us a little boosteroo and we'll have some fun with that.
The Dunder. We're going Dunder.
Yeah. Hey, the kids approve my look. Tam just texted me. The kids are watching this morning.
There you have it.
Well, I'm in business casual.
Yeah.
Daddy look. It's daddy business casual. That's what this is.
Daddy casual.
Daddy casual. Let's get to a sports update right now. On the other side, confessions for Spectrum Rental and Fired Up for Gemco Fireplaces. We'll get to all that before 8 o'clock.
Nasty Chat's on fire today.
Are you guys killing it today?
You're all bravo.
Hey, if you're being hilarious over there today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Let's change 300 easily before 8 o'clock. If you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up. Lots to get to still before 8 o'clock. Let's get moving. Let's get to this update for Park Mazda.
Connor McDavid returned to the lineup and lighting the lamp last night as the Oilers have now won 7 of 9 following a 4-2 victory over the Kraken. With the win, the Oilers move back into top spot in the Pacific Division and will get set to host Todd McClellan and the Detroit Red Wings on Thursday. The Red Wings last night 5-2 over the Kings. Sharks edging the Penguins 2-1. Canucks topping the Blues 5-2 and the Flyers would double up Jersey 4-2. 8 games around the NHL tonight. Vegas hosts Dallas, Washington visit Calgary. The Rangers are at home to the Hurricanes, while the Jets visit the Habs. Raptors 113-104 over the Pelicans. Toronto have wins in 4 straight. They'll get set to visit the Wizards tomorrow. Jimmy Butler, meanwhile, suspended again by the Heat yesterday. He is expected to miss the next 5 games, with the NBA trade deadline falling on February 6th. 4 games around the association tonight. And over to TGL Golf last night. It took overtime, but it was Tiger Woods' Jupiter Lynx defeating Boston Common 4-3. The schedule will resume Tuesday when Boston takes on LA. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he wants to come in Dusty's suitcase for the trip to Boston.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button. Thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as newborn 8-pound, 6-ounce Mitch Lewicki. You can picture grown-up Mitch or teenage Mitch or bearded Mitch or whoever you want.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Makes my day.
7:40 on a Tuesday, and you're with the AM Nasty. Thank you very much for being here today. I like, I think 7,000 gram or somebody in the Paris Jewelers inbox
7,000
suggesting we call it Dusty's Undies.
I like that too.
It's not a bad idea for the parlay.
Tube Socks, get going on that logo.
Dusty's Undies. And you just take 3 games, move it up to 7.5, put the under. The
pair of bloomers.
Last night was minus 130. I hit it again over the weekend, and it was like plus 108. Actually, the only time this hasn't hit for me, I've run it 4 times. The one time it didn't hit was actually the Canucks Oilers game, and they finished over.
The teach says Dusty playing small ball. I like it.
Hey man, a small ball wins baseball games too.
It's a fresh approach. I'm all for it.
I gotta tell Jake to call it. Let's go Dusty's Undies.
Logo coming.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. All right, 780-218-9999. We are having some fun with this one home run clip today. We'll continue to get your text messages on this. This is how you're going to get into the mix for text of the day today in the Paris Jewelers inbox.
Jairo Asensio, el líder en juego salvado de todos los tiempos. Duro por el center field. No. I can't believe it.
All right, so we're having some fun with the I can't believe it text. Send in your I can't believe it text to 780-218-9999. Nielson Show brought to you by Southford Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot. Go see Daniel. We might have an in-studio visit from Daniel next week. More on that to come. It should be a lot of fun.
The Lou Dort report says Canadian legend Dylan Brooks hitting 10 threes last night, defeating the Celtics.
Those are good. All right, let's get into weekly confessions for Spectrum Rental, where they confess to always going with the nuclear option when it comes to construction heat. They also confess to not knowing what that means in these terms. Either way, get your construction heat at Spectrum Rental. I like somebody going into Spectrum Rental and saying, yeah, I'm looking to heat my construction site. And the crew over at Spectrum's just like, we think you should go nuclear. And they go, well, what's that? And, well, technically, we don't really know, but it'll keep you really warm.
Nuclear.
It'll keep you really warm. All right, weekly confessions. What do you got? What are you confessing this week, Rick?
I got a pair, and they're tightly tied together. I'm kind of glad the Bills are out of the playoffs.
Whoa.
I'm tired,
I
man.
says pardon?
I'm tired.
Oh, no. Like, you're tired.
It's... And then to what? You beat the Chiefs, right? This is how it sets up.
You're
you beat
thinking
the
they would have
Chiefs.
lost to the Eagles.
That's the Super Bowl. And then you get to the dance. And then what? I'm going to be at Centric Casino and getting crushed by despair all evening when we're trying to have fun. It's almost, for myself, for you, for Jay, it'd be great if we were pinned against each other, right? Like me vs. like Bills Lions or Bills Commanders. Like it'd be
that would have been a lot of fun.
But for one of us to be in the big dance and to be at Centric Casino when everybody's having fun and the 50-50 chance that your team might not get it over the line, I just can't. And from a Bills point of view, losing is the DNA. If you don't lose against the Chiefs in the championship Sunday, you're going to lose in the Super Bowl. You're going to lose one of them. So I'm tired. And I'm kind of glad now that
get a rest, my friend.
You've had a week.
Yeah,
like you've had a week.
I'm fine.
You do your morning. You
We've
go
lost
through the
our
cycles.
entire coaching staff.
Yeah. You're. How about Aaron Glenn? Fired up for his press conference, swearing Jets. But no,
maybe you should have figured out a way to shut down Jaden Danielson.
I look forward to now just enjoying myself in a carefree manner at Centric Casino. It's going to be great. And I'm also, I'll confess, I'm kind of looking forward to the Eagles and Chiefs.
Now that's disgusting.
It should be a good game.
Oh, man, I can't believe you just said that.
Saquon Barkley, the defense. Eagles are great.
Eagles defense is
Chiefs
good.
are looking for a three-peat. Like, I know it's annoying, and I know we hate both teams. The fan
I will
bases
definitely
are-
be hate watching this game.
Absolutely,
Like,
but I mean, on the surface, there's a lot of storylines abound. Kind of looking forward to it. I hope they both lose. I'm not cheering for anybody.
Trev, what are you confessing this week, buddy? You got any good confessions that are trickling up from the world of YouTube Trev, old Tej over there?
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
Actually.
These are usually really good.
He's going in the draft.
What do you got, buddy?
Mine's not sport related. I don't think I've had a sport related confession in many moons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sorry about that, LT. I hope you're okay.
What? No, I'm fine.
About the Bills, you being tired and done with it.
It's
hope
good.
you get
I
some
confess
rest.
it. I'm glad that they're gone. To hell with them.
Yeah. So we talk a lot at the office here. The conversation's always flowing. You never know where it's going to go. And last week, blood pressure was brought up. Blood pressure. I think Dusty brought up blood pressure.
Yeah.
Glue Guy was talking about blood pressure. Dusty's buddies from back home in Lethbridge. Oh, I got,
They're on this dose, yeah.
I'm on this dose. And it made me think of the good old blood pressure pump and whatnot. And I guess it was a confession that I had as a kid, and I would always do this every single time. And I don't know why I did it, but every time, okay, I just need your blood pressure. I would do this every single time. If you got the pump on and it starts inflating, whenever, and I swear to God, this works, I'd always flex my arm when they don't look. I just, and I'd flex. And then they'd like look back and they'd be like, oh, that's weird. Like, why it didn't read, it didn't go through. I'm like, oh, that is weird. I have no idea. Like, try again. And I'm like in grade 5 here. It started at a very early age.
Yeah.
And I guess that's my confession. I was such a brat to all these doctors.
To cheat the blood pressure system.
Yeah, and like they could never get a read on my blood pressure ever. Every single time. And another confession, and I feel bad. It all comes from my mom was a pharmacist technician. So I'd always, after school, I'd always go check out on mom. How's she doing? And they got, right by the pharmacy, they got the blood pressure
blood pressure
pump.
thing, yeah.
And so that's where it all started. I thought it was the coolest toy ever. So I'd put my arm in there and I'd flex. And then I noticed when I'd flex that it would restart. And I'm like, I wonder if I could do this to the doctors. Maybe I'd fool them. And so I did eventually. And I guess that was my confession. I messed with many doctors and they could never quite get a read on me. And I'm sorry to all the doctors that...
You're the blood pressure bandit.
I am.
Nobody's ever been able to get it.
Like that.
Did you ever break a machine? Like from flex? Like
no, but there was times like where they'd be like, "Oh, this is really strange." I'm like, "Sorry, just bear with me." And I'm like, "Yeah, no worries, it's okay." And then they go get another doctor. Like, "Sorry, like this isn't working. I think we're having some issues with this blood pressure pump. It might be broken." And I'm like, "Oh gosh," like I'm. And so then finally I'd be like, "No, it's not broken. I was just messing." But I wouldn't say that. The doctor would come back and then be like, "Oh, no, it's working now," and then embarrass the other doctor. So that's my confession. I don't know why I did it. I thought it was fun, and I just wanted to share that with everyone.
When they hit you with the little hammer on the knee, could you hold your knee? Like if they
Yeah, they hit your knee. Could you fake it and hold your knee?
I
don't think I've ever done that. I've never done the knee reflex thing. Like, I don't think anybody's ever done it to me.
But it's impossible to I'd love to try.
You must have to hit one spot.
There's a sweet spot.
Right.
But I do wonder if you flexed your leg in that scenario.
I think the whole...
cheat the knee hammer.
I guess here's my confession. I think the whole knee hitting thing was just for show.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing. I can do it to you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Prove it.
Okay, well, after the show...
Make his knee?
Yes.
Well, yeah, everybody. It's a reflex.
But
you must have to be very good in hitting the one right spot.
No, it's not that.
You think anywhere on my knee, you hit my knee.
I've been bored sometimes, and I'll just hit my knee. Like if I have a wrench or something like that, something hard, hit my knee.
Sitting around watching TV with my wrench, and I just start hitting my knee.
No, sir, it has to be like metal or something like hard.
Why would you ever be bored with a wrench in your hand?
Because I was fascinated that I was like, this can't be real.
So you done it. Yeah.
So I did it, and I actually I did it on myself.
All right.
But we've all been there and done that.
I've never been to the doctor. And they've been like, let me test your knee. Like, why would they have to test your knee? But why would they want to test your reflex?
You get a...
Because it's a response. And you want to make sure everything's working.
No, I don't remember this even as a child. Maybe my knees were great as a child.
It's that little tomahawk hammer. Hey, it's that triangular piece of rubber.
And it's rubber.
Yeah. It's a pretty neat little hammer.
I can do this too.
You can't burp, so maybe... you know what I mean?
Maybe my inability to burp is linked to that.
The leg doesn't move and he burps.
You hit my knee and
We've unlocked him.
Wouldn't that be something? All right, let's get to some of your confessions. 780-218-9999. Tube Socks and it says, I still don't know what the different positions in basketball are. I've heard a few terms, but I really don't know what they mean or where that guy in the court or what all the guys in court positions' names are. So I love that confession, Tube Socks. You watch our show, listen to our show every single day.
It doesn't really matter in the modern game.
I mean, but that's the thing. I was just going to say, like, positions in the NBA, the way the offense is played right now, when we used to play, the point guard would bring it up. You'd have the shooting guard and the small forward up here, and you have the two posts down on the block.
Yeah.
And that was it.
It's gone the way of the bigs, positional play. And
It's a lot different now. So you're probably not in a bad spot, Two Socks. Burglar is in. It says, confession, I want you to bring back the I'm Good playoff remix. Remember that? I'm good and I'm feeling all right.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
then-
yeah.
I don't even know if I got that from the old station when we had to get all our
we paid
data.
hard money for that, did we not?
For that one? No.
That was a
That
homemade.
one was,
a
we were
homemade?
just remixing that one. Atif says, I have a confession. I got my reservation for the Super Bowl party at Century Casino, but I might not be there. I'm looking at the price of a plane ticket to New Orleans. I'm going to find out where the Kansas City Chiefs hotel is. I'm going to eat Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to get him really drunk so he'll play crappy in the Super Bowl. Atif, that's not a great confession.
But he does want to be in your suitcase.
Yeah.
For the trip to Boston.
All right, 780-218-99. Tay says, can we please do a segment where we deep dive into YouTube Trev's life? Yeah, when you said, like when you're bored sitting around with a wrench in your hand and you're just like, man, you are hilarious. I'm almost scared to let you try to do it.
No, I promise. Trust me.
What would you hit my knee with?
Well, we need the actual.
Like something.
I would like a doctored triangle thing.
I could probably do it with this bottle. Just.
I don't
my
know
water
about
bottle.
this.
It won't hurt.
I'm dressed business casual. I don't think we can try this today.
Exactly. No slacks.
It won't hurt. It's fine.
All right.
You gotta trust me, please.
Trev steals the show in weekly confessions today. Rams fan says, confession. I'm glad I got here in time. Saturday, I ate well. So he's just happy he got here to share this confession. And you got it in just under the wire, Rams fan. Nice work. Confession. I'm glad I got here in time. Saturday, I ate 34 Costco chicken wings in 8 minutes. Now, was this a contest? Because why else would anybody eat 34 chicken wings in 8 minutes?
I can't believe it.
I don't think anybody just sits down at their house, makes Costco chicken wings, and then eats 34 of them in 8 minutes.
Saturday, too. Not even for Sunday's games.
Yeah. And then he also adds, I also had a bath on Saturday night, and Trev might be onto something. Scalding hot water with a bath bomb and some music. What an experience.
Hashtag end the stigma.
End the stigma of baths.
Thank you, Rams fan. Thank you.
Trev. YouTube Trev in a nice warm bath with a wrench in his knee. That's all he needs.
Oh, yeah. And a plate of some...
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's do it. Let's get fired up. Throw up the Gemco stuff. We'll get into it.
Yep.
We also have to spin the wheel for draft order. Mind you, let's try this banana pepper thing, and if it gets carried away, then we can spin the wheel in hour number 3 if we have to. Anyway, fired up for Gemco fireplaces. What fires you up? You can share it with us if you want. Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area. How about this? 45 years. And they are the authorized dealer for Napoleon fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. What is better than going to Gemco, getting a Napoleon fireplace, and then on Valentine's Day, sitting in front of it with a glass of wine with the one you love on a bare rug.
The rug. I'm glad you got the rug. It
I'm
ties everything
assuming
together. Yeah.
Gemco has like a bunch of bearskin rugs that get thrown in when you buy a fireplace.
Buy a fireplace, get a rug.
That would probably make the most
Yeah.
sense. But with Valentine's just a day around, what's more romantic than a fireplace from Gemco Fireplaces? Napoleon fireplace. Authorized dealer.
Ask if they have the nuclear option.
Let's see what they do. Do you have the Valentine's Day nuclear option? I'm not sure what that means, sir, but we can.
Here's a rug.
Trev, what's he up to over here? What's this guy doing?
We're getting banana pepper.
All right, so as Trev gets out, there's a couple of things we're fired up for. We're fired up to try this banana pepper thing, and then we're fired up for the draft.
Yes,
which is going to be happening. Handsome Man draft 9-11. The commish is very excited for this. She's been excited for the Handsome Man draft since we started talking about the Handsome Man draft. We need categories though. What are the categories there? Didn't Corey B send in some categories?
Did he?
I thought he did, like, not today, but last week I thought Corey
Well, I know
B.
the hangout. There was a hangout last week that went over the entire draft.
Really?
Maddie was very excited. YouTube Trev was excited.
All right,
I think
so-
they named every man in existence.
Oh, yeah.
And
They
so-
spent like an hour on the Handsome Man
Well, at
draft.
least
I was
an
almost
hour.
like, guys, let's get to some sports.
Da da da.
What is this?
Da 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 da.
It's a banana. Ooh, sausage. Wow, what a little treat here.
Yes. Crackers and meat.
All right.
So you can try which one.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's just like an outside of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
outside.
With that being said, the nose is pungent.
Yeah. You're smelling the
smelling
the spice. Smelling the heat.
Okay, Trev, Rick, take one of those pictures you've taken me when I try different food things. I'm gonna hold this up today. Let's
send it to Button.
All right. So, any suggestions? Should I go orange, red, or I'm leaning red?
I think red's good. It's probably the most flavorful.
It's more appealing on the eye.
More appealing on the eye. I think it's a very good choice for your first banana pepper.
The red.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you don't want to eat the whole thing, no, actually, eat the whole thing.
I should eat the whole
no
thing.
outs. No
Eat the
outs.
whole
Look
thing.
at these little. What's the? Did you put the middle of one on this one here? Are you trying to trick me?
No.
It's all this.
It's all the same. Yeah. So that plate right there, that got me through college. It's a very good. It's a very. I recommend
You invented
it to anyone.
this too.
I
Crackers,
think so.
meat, and pepper. Yeah.
Yes, and it just does the trick. It's such a nice snack. It's 3 of my favorite things all in one. I highly recommend it. I put that together last night, so I hope this goes well. And then if you don't like it, well, then there's more for LT and myself.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I would also love you guys to indulge in this as well.
I'm going
All right,
to.
so red banana pepper.
Here it goes.
First time in my life I had a banana pepper.
Here, let me get the.
This is definitely. I can tell already. This is going to be way better than the herring, because the herring. I mean, come on, that was ridiculous. This we're just doing because I said last week I'd do it. Banana pepper. Over the lips, down the throats, banana pepper. Here we go.
Yes. Yes.
It's a little spicy.
It's not spicy.
It's a little hot. Like for me, I don't do hot. This is pretty hot.
Oh, get hands off the water. No,
What are you talking about?
Eat the pepper.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's just bask in the heat.
Man.
For a bit. Yeah.
Should you guys order this and put this on stuff?
Yeah, pizza.
Man, it's pretty hot.
Pizza, subs.
It's pretty hot.
You name it, I'll put it on it.
All right, now I am going to do this.
It's way better. Yes.
I'm going to try
this
cracker,
is just good.
sausage,
Yes.
red banana pepper.
You're welcome.
You know, I didn't hate it. It was too hot for my liking. I wouldn't order it on things, but I'm glad I tried it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I tried it. Now, I think I'm going to like
With
this.
food,
This is now, if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart, I'm trying a red banana pepper on a slice of meat and a cracker.
And what are the crackers are we sampling today, YouTube Trev? What is the, is it a Ritz or
Looks like a classic Ritz.
It's a classic Ritz. Yes,
a strong cracker.
I chefed it up last
the
night.
sausage courtesy, is that the, no?
No.
All right, here we go.
Just your standard farmer's sausage type of.
Exactly. You know,
How's that warm your loins?
I think he likes it.
I mean, that is pretty good.
Actually?
I like that.
Oh.
You don't get as much of the heat from the pepper. It's mixed into like
complimentary.
But it's a nice, he's going back for more.
I like
what color
that.
did you have?
I'm going to try yellow. I'm going to try yellow.
Yeah. Get them all in you.
Yeah. I'm going to try yellow now.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Thank you. Anyone can make it. It's
How do you make these?
DIY.
How do you
yourself.
make these? Can you walk us through the process?
Yeah, so it's actually very complicated, so I'll just elaborate it quickly. You grab a knife and then you cut the sausage.
Mm-hmm.
You grab the crackers. I place the crackers down first, and then you have the sausage that's cut already. So you put it on the crackers, and then you get a fork and you use that to get the banana peppers, and then you put them ever so carefully on, but you want to kind of wring them out. You don't want the banana pepper
dry
juice.
Yeah.
So then you put it on, and then
okay,
voila,
that makes sense.
There you go.
That was pretty good. I didn't love it on its own. It was too hot for me.
Yeah.
But with the sausage and the cracker, a lot of that texture's gone. It's sort of just adding just a little bit of heat to
Well,
that.
nobody really eats them on their own. We just wanted you to try it.
Yeah.
But this is, mixing. Imagine that on a submarine sandwich or on a pizza pie.
Classic
or something,
submarine sandwich.
Yeah.
I think this is. I think I prefer it like this as opposed to putting it on a sub still. But
cheers.
Not bad. Look, guys, it's nice to try something new and realize that you don't hate it with everything in your body,
Just a bit of a kick. Bones says banana peppers are the gateway pepper.
Are they?
Crackers are those.
I don't want to go.
Bad.
I don't want to go too much hotter than that. So,
but you can.
I know that could.
I know a guy.
No. This is good. Good work, Trev. All right, banana peppers. I don't love them, but I don't hate them. So that's pretty good. All right, we will spin the wheel for draft order and talk about some of these draft categories for the Handsome Man draft. That's coming up. That was fired up for Napoleon Fireplaces, available at Gemco Fireplaces.
Somebody wondering, Trev, if you can add cheese to these. Is that? Would that
my God!
Yes, you can.
You can.
You can. Yep. If you'd like, if cheese, if you're a cheese guy, for sure.
How would that be in the recipe, though? You said because you went
probably
through it, you had the
put
cracker, and then
I'd put down the cracker first, then the cheese, then the sausage, then banana pepper.
Big Slam Nasty says, warm up an Italian center panino and then toss in some of those banana peppers. It's been done before. I guess it probably has, hasn't it? All right, who wants to stake their claim with a little kind of easy trivia today? Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual, up for grabs right now. If you would like to play kind of easy trivia, text Trev 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. Let Trev know that you would like to play today, and if you get it correct, you win a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual. Hour number 3. Still to come. That guy you saw on TV last night for Sportsnet, Gager, is going to be by just after 8:30. The Marmot Basin Snow Report, the wrap for William Huff, kind of easy trivia, 3 questions too many, and we got to get we got to spin that wheel for the draft and talk some categories for Handsome Man draft coming down the pipe this Friday. The Edmonton Oilers, they get the Detroit Red Wings rolling into town, and Detroit. Isn't that something to say after what we just went through? With the banana peppers, eh? But tomorrow the Oilers don't play because they're waiting for the Red Wings to roll into town on Thursday. So I think the list of all-time greats might continue tomorrow. 31 through 40.
Thank God.
As I try to rank every player in the history of the game.
Will we finally see Turk Broda and or Andy Bathgate?
I don't think we're there just yet. If you want to play kind of easy trivia, 780-218-9999. Let's get to a sports update for the fine folks at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Oilers have now won 7 of 9, and they sit tops of the Pacific this morning following last night's 4-2 win over the Kraken. Connor McDavid returning to the lineup and getting a goal, while Matthias Ekholm finished the night with a goal and an assist. Oilers, as mentioned, will get set to host the Red Wings on Thursday. Detroit last night 5-2 over the Kings. Wings have won 3 straight. LA have lost 6 of 8. Sharks over Pittsburgh 2-1. Penguins 2-7 in their last 9. Canucks topping the Blues 5-2. Tyler Myers also returning from suspension. He had a goal and an assist in the Canucks win. And the Flyers, they double up the Devils 4-2. 8 games around the NHL later tonight, including Vegas at home to Dallas, Washington visiting the Flames, Carolina on the road to battle the Rangers, and the Jets in Montreal to take on the Habs. 4 games around the NBA tonight. Jimmy Butler returning from suspension yesterday and suspended again by the Miami Heat. He's expected to miss the next 5 games as the NBA trade deadline will fall February 6th. Last night on the court, the Raptors win their 4th straight 113-104 of New Orleans. They'll visit the Wizards tomorrow. And TGL Golf resuming last night. It was Jupiter Lynx over Boston 4-3 in overtime. That schedule will pick up again Tuesday when Boston takes on LA. Sports Update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Connor McDavid.
Let me say yeah.
Remember that name. That name. Here is Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid. that name.
No, 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 no. Connor has no limit. No, 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 no. Connor has no limit.
Connor McDavid. Hell, remember that name.
No, no limits when it comes to this guy. He's simply too fast. Think he can just fly. No, no limits, so why do you try? He'll score on his own, or he'll give it to try.
Connor McDavid.
Fans in heaven, cause of 9 to 7. The nation in love from Gibbons to Devon. Looking to pass, eating men on the ass. Second contract, a lot of cash. Tick, 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 tack, take your time. McDavid on your team and you'll be fine. Just open your eyes and you will see it. Oil it for real, cause he has no limit.
No, 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 no. Connor has no limit. No, 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 no. Connor has no limit.
Remember that name.
Makes my day.
8:06 on the Nielson Show as we kick off another great day of content here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Tell your friends about our online station on TuneIn, on iHeart, and at edmontonsportstalk.com. And, of course, over on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, we are very close to changing 300. There's an hour left. This is a 400-like show. I tried and did not dislike banana peppers today. We're 4 away from changing 300 right now. So if you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. This is a 400-like day. The Edmonton Oilers are back. And like anytime the Oilers are sitting in top spot in the Pacific Division, it should be a 400-like day.
Well, we don't get these. We haven't gotten these a lot here for the last little while, right? Like this is
they haven't won a division since '87,
right? But even just this show, doing a show in the morning with them perched atop.
Yeah, we don't get that very often.
No, should be getting it more than often. But
so I mean, if you like your local club having success and
they're here,
don't hate our show, then hammer the thumbs up for us over on YouTube. That'd be much appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or if you're on YouTube quite a bit. Tell your friends who are also YouTube fans to subscribe to our channel as well. Nielsen Show brought to you by Southford Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot. January, just a few days left. They are offering 90-day payment deferrals right now, or up to $10,000 cash back to help pay off the holidays and whatever else you've got built up. Visit their website, www.southfordchev.com. They've also got those 2025 tracks on right now, $148 bi-weekly for a brand new ride, and they've got a ton of those in stock. Text of the day today will win that gift certificate to A&W, where you can sink your teeth into savings once again with A&W's new $6 Buddy Bundle. For a limited time, get your choice of a Buddy Burger with cheese, or the hot and crispy chicken Buddy Burger, plus small fries and a small drink for just $6. Hell of a deal is the Buddy Bundle that they're offering up today at all A&W restaurants and on the A&W mobile app for a limited time. So you can hop in on that as well.
A couple banana peppers on those, eh?
Oh, why not?
Throw a banana pepper.
Why would you not do that? You'd be crazy not to, hey? You're going to probably win that A&W gift certificate today with I Can't Believe It texts. So keep those coming in. We've had some really good ones so far. It's going to be a tough call for text of the day. Hammer the Paris Jewelers inbox at 780-218-9999. And as we kick off hour number 3 from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio, let it be known that they've got the $4 value menu if you were looking for a very affordable lunch today at Popeyes. All right, who's going to be playing kind of easy trivia today, Trev? Who do we got, buddy?
This is John.
All right, John is going to play today. Needs to get 3 of the 5 correct, and he will win a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual. Are you ready to stake your claim? Head to Mr. Mike's for a 2-course steak dinner for just $39.99. Start with the Emperor's Caesar salad with a rustic onion soup, and then enjoy the tender 7-ounce sirloin steak with béarnaise butter and garlic mashed potatoes loaded with savory toppings. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casually. Let's go to John. John, you ready to play kind of easy trivia today?
What's up, boys? It's Mandate John. Long time.
Mandate John.
Hey.
Good to hear from you, man. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you guys?
We're hanging in there.
Good.
We're hanging in there. Well, Trev will start the ticker after I read the first question. Good luck, man. Here we go. Did the Edmonton Oilers win last night?
Yes.
Which Oiler scored in his return to the lineup?
McDavid.
Name one other team that Corey Perry has played for.
The Ducks.
True or false? Corey Perry won a Hart Trophy.
True.
Which city is home to the NBA's Hornets?
I can't believe it.
He got it. Give it to him.
Sergio Ramos gets a nipple erection.
Oh, is that dirty?
This is not just a dream, it's a wet dream of orgasmic proportions.
Oh, is that dirty?
Frustration sets in and the emotion goes out, and then you just start playing with yourself.
Oh, is that dirty?
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Club Beat Loop Remix on a Tuesday morning. Thank you very much for being here today. Burglar says, when Dusty recommends betting over 1.5 points on McDavid at Coolbet, when sponsored by Coolbet, and McDavid doesn't get it, so I immediately have to move in to a cardboard box.
You got in front of that yesterday with the fine print. Roll back the tape.
Roll back and look at it. I said, stay cool, bet responsibly. And I said, just because I say it's the lock of the century doesn't mean that a bet will actually hit.
Maybe that's what ultimately jinxed it, eh?
Maybe that's what it is. I should have just had confidence.
It's strong. Yeah.
I should have just had confidence in it. That's it's a tough look, I guess. Still, I can't believe he didn't have 2 points last night. I'll never believe that he didn't.
And Tyler Myers did.
It just doesn't. Yes.
That's the odd.
Come on. Tyler Myers.
It really hits
in
there.
his game back has 2 points and Connor McDavid doesn't. Sports, right? That's why they play the games.
Who
That's
says
what
it's
we
fixed?
say all the time. Gager is going to be by just after 8:30. He was on Sportsnet last night.
Looking great but
he's on
as per
EST
usual.
afternoons every single day.
Yeah.
2 guys on goalie today as well with myself, Gager, and Cass. Let's get into 3 questions too many because we'll hit 3 questions too many. Then we'll spin the wheel and talk some draft categories as well for the Handsome Man draft, which will be going down on Friday from 9 to 3.
Define handsome.
Dusty's Undies is up.
Yes.
In the combo cards over at Coolbet, if you want to ride with me, it was plus 104. The boys have boosted it to plus 121.
Logo pending.
Sabres and Bruins under 7.5. Flames and Caps under 7.5. Golden Knights and Stars under 7.5 goals, plus 121. Dare I say, lock of the millennium. I like that album.
We brought back Creed. Happy Creed Tuesday again to each and every one of you and those that celebrate. But tomorrow is Wednesday. Maybe a Will Smith track. Just saying.
Hey, someone remind me. I might forget by then, but someone remind me. I could get jiggy with it.
Why
one
not?
time.
We haven't for a while, hey.
Martin says Dusty's Undies doing everyone dirty since 2025. No, I think it's a smart system. And we get this boost on it. Dusty's Undies can be an everyday thing.
Yeah, and then you got to snap the waistband.
After you win, you got to snap the waistband on your undies. I still like doing that to my kids.
Sure.
I get
It's
Marshall
classic.
after, like, I'm like, hey, Marsh, snap. He's like, oh. It's kind of funny to do it to your kids. All right. Let's get into 3 questions too many. Do you have a liner for the segment today?
3 questions too many brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki. We're like a jar of mints. He keeps a jar of pickled banana peppers on his desk. For the kids, Park Mazda, your dealer for life.
For the breath.
Well, anything. You go in there, I need to, you're discussing a deal about a vehicle, and you want to kind of, the mouth's getting a little dry, so you reach over and got a little fork for you. Now you got to drink the brine.
No, it's not going to happen. I could not tell you, like, if I was to drink herring / pepper brine, I don't think there would be enough likes or subs for me to make that happen.
Have you ever drank like a pickleback? You ever had one of those shots with the pickle juice?
No.
You, Trev? That fixes you up at a bar. It's half whiskey. I think it's half whiskey, half pickle juice. Boys, I'm telling you, it's a cut above.
It's tough.
It's great.
You've tried this, Trev?
Yeah, like I don't know. I have a hard time with it. I really do. Or I mean, it's good.
It's great.
It's
Yeah,
good.
it's great.
I actually really like this. It's one of my favorites. Seriously.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Trev likes it.
Every time. It was actually very popular when I was
It
bartending.
was, yeah.
Really?
A lot of people requested this.
And it's good for you.
It is, because pickles juice.
The brine.
Yes.
Do you have a Twitter account? Do either of you guys have a Twitter account?
Yeah, Trev.
YouTube_Trev. Let's get me back to 1,000.
Yeah, all the bots have been.
I can't believe you haven't got back to 1,000.
Well, it's the bot.
No.
Somebody go follow YouTube Trev. YouTube_Trev.
It would really make my day.
That would be nice.
77 away.
77 away from getting to 1,000. All right, come on. Give that poor guy a follow. He was there and then he lost it. YouTube_Trev over on the X machine. We are 58 away from changing 400. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, please do that as well. All right, question number 1. And then we will spin the wheel to determine who gets to pick what for the Handsome Man draft, and we'll talk some categories. Who would you guys like to replace Alex Pietrangelo on the Four Nations team? Trev, we're going to come to you for this one as well. Craig Button did bring up Evan Bouchard. I don't think Evan Bouchard will be the replacement, but who knows? Who would you like to see?
I think Gager mentioned Darnell Nurse last night as well during one of the intermissions. And not
tough on a lefty-righty thing.
Yeah, I know, but just kind of giving him a bit of a, shall we say, recognition for his play this season. But who would I like? Somebody from which the Oilers are battling in the Western Conference. Anybody, pick a name. You get where I'm going here. Like,
no, you want to try to wear somebody else out a little bit more.
That's the point of this tournament. So anybody from an Oilers divisional rival, or shall we say a cup contender in the East, sure, have at it. Play hard, lots of minutes.
Trev, who would you like to see replace Pietrangelo on Team Canada?
You know what? I think I'm going to go off the board here. I know.
What?
Well, he might have been talked about a little bit. It's not that much off the board, but I've been a big fan of this guy, like, since he's entered the league when he was playing for Boston. Then he went to the Flames, and then he's kind of carried that over to New Jersey. But he's been riddled with injuries, and I've always wanted to see what he could do repping Team Canada at the international level. So he provides pretty good offense. He's not bad defensively. I'd go with Dougie Hamilton. That's my pick.
I guess just because if Drew Doughty wants to play, just let Drew Doughty go.
Yeah, sure.
Like if Drew Doughty's done enough for Team Canada,
your country. Yeah,
it's a tournament that
play hard.
Maybe Pietrangelo doesn't care about enough. Drew Doughty's sitting here saying he wants to play. Just let Drew Doughty go play.
I like that answer.
He'll be fine enough on the right side with Team Canada still. Probably get the games under his belt. Wouldn't be bad for him, I don't think. I'd say just let Drew Doughty go play. He wants to go play. Let Drew Doughty go play. Question number 2. Which NBA team would you guys like to see trade for Jimmy Butler?
The Suns.
Well, Suns apparently are talking to the Bulls about taking on Bradley Beal, and then they can go and get Jimmy Butler. The Suns will get Jimmy Butler. They'll move Bradley Beal to Chicago, and then Butler will go the other way to Miami. And then you're rolling Booker, Durant, and Jimmy Butler. I honestly don't know if there's enough basketballs to go around for those three guys. Like all three of those guys need significant touches. Who would I like to see Jimmy Butler get traded to? But to be honest with you, in the pursuit of another finals appearance for AD and LeBron, I mean, I'd like to see him stay in the East.
Well, are you buyer? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was just going to say, are you even
I don't think
that question?
I think, look, the Lakers...
You're going to be selling here.
They need a big. They need a guy who can help Anthony Davis defend the Jokic's of the NBA. So it's not a great fit.
A team like the Rockets or something here.
Like one of those teams at the top, but you got to be careful. I mean, Jimmy Butler, you have to be careful. Phenomenal talent. Obviously, things like why has it fallen out in Miami? I don't know.
He was due for an extension, and they didn't give it to him. Like, I mean, I think both parties here are, can probably share. It's not like he's going off and doing a bunch. He's a great player, so I think a change of scenery should unearth the player within again. But you're right, mixing with whatever chemistry you do have and sitting where you're sitting.
Rip City Seb says Jimmy Butler trade will at least be a 6-team trade. If there's one thing I know, the Jimmy Butler trade, I think honestly will probably involve 4 teams, legitimately.
And the Blackhawks will take on money.
Chicago's getting a 4th rounder to retain 50%.
Kyle David's line 7. Yeah,
that's a good one. Guys, it's National Plan for Vacation Day. If money was no issue, what's the vacation you would book? So you have all the money in the world. You play in the National Hockey League. You have all the money for any vacation that you want. What's the vacation that you're going on? Trev, chime in on this one too. The dream vacation, money ain't a thing. Are you on a yacht outside of Monaco? Like where? What's
a fishing trip?
You would do a fishing trip.
Hauling in a marlin? No.
No, I was going to say.
I did Europe back in the day, albeit on a measly, money.
Different budget.
Yeah, I mean.
What about
I'd
no
love
budget?
to go back to Europe. On an unlimited and
Unlimited
take everything
budget.
in and eat caviar and I mean, maybe just follow the Formula One schedule. Or what have you. I mean, I'd love to go back there. The Asia doesn't really excite me. Like, I don't want to go to Vietnam and fire a bazooka into a cow or anything like that. People do that, but it's like whatever. And I mean, South America, there's a few places, but Europe would be because you can get a lot done there. And
and it's not too far from place to place.
Yeah.
I think it would probably be my entire family, like both my sisters, my nieces, my mom and dad
to the UAE.
No, all of us to Europe as well. But like for 4 to 6 weeks, like take in all of Europe.
You need a full,
like just do it all. I think that would probably be.
You can't go to Italy for like 4 days.
No, like you want to be in Italy for a week and a half. You want to be in Spain, and you want to England and France and the underpants. But like there's so many things like Luxembourg, and I'd like to take them to Switzerland. I've been to Switzerland; it's bloody beautiful.
Well, and to see family in Finland, I'm sure.
Family in Finland. You got to pop in the surprise visit. Basically, I want to do Clark Griswold's European vacation. I mean, Oktoberfest. I think that would be it. Trev, what would you do? Unlimited budget. What would your dream vacation be?
Yeah, the unlimited budget expands my variety. I guess, you know what? I would go with the UAE. I am fascinated by architecture, and I would love to go on the Burj Khalifa. The world's tallest building. It looks insane. Like I was blown away.
That was in a Fast and the Furious movie, wasn't it?
Yes. I was blown away when I first moved to Edmonton by like how big the buildings were. So like this would be just insane. Literally, it's almost a kilometer standing up. That's insane. So I would love to go to Dubai. That's my answer. Cool buildings.
The commish, Quinn Phillips, says Africa with a safari. Yeah, but I mean, I understand what you're saying. I have a buddy who was just down there doing that exact thing. But I mean, I just go on TikTok and I watch lions eat animals and stuff. Like, I don't know if
one
I
of
need
those little trucks though with like the rhinos and the elephants chasing you. I wouldn't. That'd be. It's like Jurassic Park, but
I would just constantly be thinking of Ace Ventura is hidden inside one of those rhinos.
You'd be going around looking up,
and he was in there, and he's going, getting a little hot in the rhino. I absolutely love those movies, both of them. I even like the second one; they were both good. Would you take an Ace Ventura 3 if he decided to crank it up a notch again?
No.
Like Ace Ventura at 60 years old?
He's a different man now.
I know he is. I know he is.
I don't know if that's his.
I'd like to see him bring that back, though.
Like a serious Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura. Like he
would be funny.
Saves the president.
All right. So send your vacation requests to 780-218-9999. All right. Should we spin for draft order in the big draft that's going down? Handsome Man draft from 9 to 11. These shows always do very well. People seem to get really intrigued by drafts.
Yeah. Who gets Aaron Taylor Johnson? Isn't he the most handsome?
I don't even know who that is.
Lucien Leviscount?
I have no idea who these guys are.
Robert Pattinson?
I know Robert Patterson.
Jake Loudon?
Batman.
Paul Mescal? I have no idea
Paul
who
Mescal. I know that.
Are.
Who's that?
Shah Rukh Khan?
I know Paul Mescal. What's his name?
Charles Melton? It's really the who's who.
Paul Mescal.
Well, there's a Greek golden ratio of beauty, right? And this Aaron Taylor Johnson scores the highest on the Greek golden ratio. If you're going, but
Paul Mescal was in Gladiator 2. That's right.
So he scores 92.38%. But this Aaron Taylor Johnson's a 93.04.
I don't know any. I'm drafting.
You got to dive into the analytics. You got to get your analytics.
I'm not drafting any of those guys.
Analytics.
I'm drafting what I deem to be handsome. And that's it. I like to feel like I have a good taste in handsome men. Takes one to know one. Am I right? Anybody? No? All right.
Snap your band.
So this is for first. This is for first choice. of where you want to pick in
Snake
Handsome Man
draft, right? Just to
Tommy Gazzola, if he gets first pick here, he's probably going to go 4-5 swing again. Loves the 4-5 swing. All right, YouTube Trev, you ready to do this? Should we do it? Should we say spin that wheel?
Please.
Spin that wheel. Now, which side are we looking at here? I don't know where we're going.
Oh. Lieutenant Eric.
Lieutenant Eric.
No way.
First choice.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, come on down.
Are you going to take first pick or are you going to go 4-5 swing?
I'll go 4-5 swing.
This is your choice. Are you making the decision right now?
4-5 swing.
Whoa.
What?
Just like that.
What?
All right, Lieutenant Eric's going in the 4-5 swing.
I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting the decision to be made so fast.
You were expecting me to take the chair, weren't you?
Well, you do like the chairs.
I love switching the chairs.
All right, Lieutenant Eric had the first choice. He's already gone 4-5 swing.
Wow.
YouTube Trev, spin that wheel.
Okay.
Tommy Gazzola.
So he can pick himself first overall.
Tom Gazzola.
All right.
It's officially Tom Gazzola.
Gazzola will have a second choice of where he goes. He's got to go first, right?
He'll pick himself first overall. He's got
man, that is the
you can't leave
ultimate.
yourself on the right.
All right, will it be Glue Guy or me having the third choice of where we select?
The Atkins seat.
Let's find out. Spin that wheel. Here we go.
Spin that wheel.
Ooh, this is tense. Oh. All
right, Glue Guy.
Oh, it's Glue Guy.
All right, so Glue Guy will pick third, and I will get the leftovers. The wheel against me after winning the Christmas draft without saying a word.
There's enough handsomeness to go around, though.
There
Hey,
is.
This is a deep.
There
I mean,
is.
And based on the categories here, it'd be really interesting.
Let's figure out some categories. So what do we do? We're looking for like a
sports station. You got to have athletes, right?
Well,
You gotta-
we're looking for I think we're looking for a 16 to 18 round draft. Wow. Well, there's a lot of handsome men.
Yeah, no,
So if we go,
but I don't think we need an. Do we need an open? I think we could really categorize this one and.
I think we can.
Yeah,
so
open's kind of.
I've got 5 actors, right? So many handsome actors.
Sure.
So we go 5 actors.
Okay.
How many athletes?
Well, it's a sports station.
5
We should
athletes?
Really, I
5
think we should.
athletes?
Yeah, there's enough.
5 athletes.
There's enough
least.
sports out there, and
Okay. 5 actors, 5 athletes.
okay.
Now it gets interesting. What else do we throw in here, guys?
Guy with a mustache. Handsome mustache.
Handsome mustache. Good idea, buddy. So coming from you, it's hilarious. But all right, so a mustache category.
Thank you.
What other categories do we need here? 780-218-9999. What about a handsome bald man?
Yes.
Hey?
Sure.
Now, it's going to be interesting because you'll have to identify whether you're going to put them in the actor category or the athlete category.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other ones. Local member of the media?
Yep. Yes.
Not just Oilers media.
No.
Local member of the media.
Maybe one. Hey, for that or
Just one.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough to go around. Local member of the
Says you,
media. All right. That's already 13 categories. What other categories do we need? 780-218. What about a handsome cartoon character?
I have time for that.
Like Johnny Bravo.
Where's so a
he's
handsome cartoon character? Okay, yeah, I don't mind that one. What else do we got?
Somebody texted in a bunch today. I'm trying to find that, but
780-218-9999. Ooh, a silver fox.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, it's got to have a gray.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you like that?
I do.
Bones just says Joe Diffie.
What about an Uggo category?
Singer. Should we have a singer?
Should we have a singer?
A real crooner, if you know.
A singer?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a beauty category, like a stud, even though he's like kind of falls along that. Like
Sexy?
he's not really that good looking kind of category.
Like an Uggo.
Like
an
a
ugly,
little
like-
bit. But people say, he's a beaut, even though he's not really,
Yeah.
No.
But
That kind of.
No, but
No.
Jordan is suggesting we add a handsome man accessory category where it's like a tie or cuffs,
a hooded
or
sport jacket.
Yeah, because clothing does make you handsome. I'll put it over here on the edge. Like
Aiden O'Neill says, handsome person that is no longer with us.
Oh,
like a Rock Hudson,
like a James Dean.
Yeah.
Handsome dead person, I guess.
That's a good one.
Handsome dead man. All right. 780-218-9999.
Yeah, I think KC's trying to get what you're putting down there, Trev. Inner handsome category.
Yeah,
inner beauty category. Let me put that over on the side here. It's an option too. Inner beauty. 780-218-9999. 780.
What about
218-9999?
handsome man with an accent or no?
Oh, because accents
doesn't
are
really-
more sexy than handsome, are they not?
Yeah.
I think
You're correct.
I think that's probably how
We can't blend the, yeah.
All right, keep these suggestions rolling in.
Wrestlers? I don't know.
What about body? Like just a handsome body category.
Well, I think that all ties in. I mean, they're kind of handsome because of their bodies.
I'm spitballing here.
The most handsome forearm. I'm taking yours. Buffing up in the blood
Vaughn
pressure
is also
machine.
suggesting a handsome man with an accent. Tube Sock suggests, what about a handsome Canadian? Just a handsome Canadian. Which is like, then what are you doing with Gosling? Like, is Gosling going, because he's Canadian, right? Gosling's Canadian.
And Ryan Reynolds is
Wait, are those guys, do you put them in your actor
Van
category?
Wilder?
Or do you put them in their handsome Canadian category?
I don't know.
I'll throw a handsome Canadian on the
Yeah,
side.
I mean,
I'll throw it over on the side.
How do you know if they're still handsome if they're dead? Well, they would have been like before, not currently.
Yeah, somebody who has passed away but was handsome when living. So right now, categories that we like. Man, I got to work on my writing. I just wrote these down. I can't even tell. 5 actors, 5 athletes, handsome person with a mustache, handsome bald man. What would this be?
There has to be one more of those. Like glasses, handsome guy with glasses.
How many did I just write down? Like, can you read any of these things that I just wrote?
I'll do my best.
What did I write on the left there?
Actor, athletes, handsome. Oh my God. After that, it kind of gets.
I just wrote it down. We'll have to go back and check the tape.
Dead man's the final one.
Yeah, dead man.
Handsome dead man. What does it say? Simp?
No, I don't know what that is.
Sports Illustrated.
No, I'll try to look back. We just wrote this down.
We'll have to roll the tape back. Maybe you'll have to kind of
I'll
listen
have
to
to
it
go
again
back and look at the tape.
Yeah.
This one starts with an L, I think.
Senior, somebody over 60, Bronx, the Boilermaker says.
A handsome senior.
But I guess that's Silver Fox. That's one of them. Yeah.
Silver Fox.
Silver Fox.
Right there,
yeah. That would be the.
That would be the older one, I would think.
RCN says TV sportscaster. I know of a member of local media, but maybe like a TSN,
local media,
ESPN.
that's that one.
No, yeah, local media is one. But would you open that up as well to like one TV broadcaster? I mean, there's a lot of them out there you can pick from. Outside of the local
just
realm.
general member of the media,
Yeah.
like non-local sports broadcaster.
Yeah, there's lots to pick from there. Or reporter or whatever.
I wonder what this word is here with just the one S. S-S-N-Y. I don't know what that one is. One of these was a singer. That's singer. That's a musician.
Singer, that would be it, yeah. That's the Sports
that's
Illustrated
a good one.
yeah.
Silver Fox. What is this one? It starts, I think it's HCC. What would that be? Anyway, we'll come back. We'll look back at the tape, I guess, and try to get to the bottom of that. All right. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Joaquin Gage is going to pop by. Is Gager here? No, he's usually here sitting there waiting. I worry about Gager.
Oh, our Jess says handsome cartoon characters. Did we?
Oh, yeah.
had that one.
That was one of them.
That was one of them.
Oh,
Good.
that's the one.
Nice
HCC.
one, Jess.
Nice work, Jess.
Woo!
Cartoon character. All right. And then what was the one that I had that just, that was the singer. And then what would handsome dead man.
What are you guys, we got Rams fan in Paris Jewelers inbox, handsome EST Nasty Club member. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
How much money did Atif pay him to
I don't
put
think
that
we
in
have
there?
pictures of all the
he's
Nasty
not in the
Club
club.
members. It would be tough.
Oh, okay.
That'd be tough to do. Handsome cartoon characters. There we go. So it's coming together. So 5 athletes, 5 actors, handsome person with a mustache, handsome bald man, a silver fox, local member of the media, possibly non-local sports broadcaster, cartoon character, singer. Damn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're already at 19. We're going to have to go 20 rounds deep. It's got to be 20 deep because we got other
we
suggestions.
haven't even included the commission's pick.
Now there's going to be a commissioner's pick in here. I didn't even mark down the Uggo. Luckily, there's been a lot of handsome men in this world. All right, one of them is going to join us next. Joaquin Gage.
Where does
Gage
he
is going to
go?
be by.
First round grade?
Oh, we are drafting handsome bald men. Gager would be one of them. Marmot Basin snow report still to come as well. Oh, my God. Scuba Steven. My vote for handsome bald guys, Ryan Rashog.
Makes my day.
That's a tough one. Scuba Steven.
Could he be going to A&W without? I can't believe it. Hey,
I have a hard
he's
time
going
believing
off-road.
some of that's pretty savage. All right, Gager coming up. Marmot Basin Snow Report, the wrap for William Huff. More of your suggested categories for the upcoming draft of handsome men. Lieutenant Eric had the choice, decided to go in the 4-5 swing. And Tommy Gazzola is up next. Yeah. Where will he pick? We'll find out once we see Tommy Gazzola. Brundon in the house. All right, let's get to sports update for Sit and Sleep with Lieutenant Eric.
The Edmonton Oilers get set to host the Detroit Red Wings Thursday following last night's 4-2 win over the Kraken. The Oil have won 7 of their past 9 as Connor McDavid returned to the lineup following his suspension. He lit the lamp. Matthias Ekholm also providing a goal and an assist in the win as the Oilers find themselves this morning first in the Pacific. Red Wings last night 5-2 over the Kings. Detroit have won 3 straight. LA have dropped 6 of 8. Sharks over the Penguins 2-1. Canucks topping the Blues 5-2, and the Flyers will double up the Devils 4-2. 8 games around the NHL tonight, including from Vegas, the Golden Knights hosting the Stars, Washington visiting the Flames, the Hurricanes on the road to take on the Rangers, and the Habs hosting the Jets. Raptors 113-104 over the Pelicans last night. They've now won 4 in a row. They'll get set to visit the Wizards tomorrow. 4 games around the NBA later tonight. In TGL Golf yesterday saw Jupiter Lynx win in overtime 4-3 over Boston Common. The schedule will pick up again Tuesday when Boston takes on LA. Sit and Sleep is currently offering a winter clearance event from massive discounts on major sleep brands to unbeatable deals on Canadian-made custom furniture. Our winter clearance event is your chance to transform your home at a fraction of the cost. Plus, you can enjoy perks like free local white glove delivery and special financing offers that make it even easier to bring home the best. Visit us today in South Common next to Planet Fitness.
DRS, DRS, drop that wing and try your best. Get up close, you've got to press, must be within 1 second or less. Show that speed, please don't swirl. Hey, look out, here comes a curve. Hit the button, be ambitious. Goodbye, Mikey, too judicious. Around the world, they will prance. Red Bull Ring to Paris, France. And you never want to finish second best. Push on and refuse to lose. Drop the wing and then use DRS, DRS, DRS.
It's not a bad idea. 8:38 on the Nielson Show. Eric with a suggestion here. Maybe we just have a nice little meat and cheese tray every morning.
You can change it up a bit.
Just little things, different types of cheeses.
Maybe some days just crackers and cheese. Maybe some days just meat. Maybe some days just
a couple. It's a nice little snack plate.
It really is.
There's only what we do. We put like 15 on there. So we each can dabble with 5 throughout the day.
It's not too filling. It keeps you going.
You would be in charge of it one day. I'd be in charge of it the next day.
I don't
mind that. What about this? February is a month of love.
And it's a shorter month.
Yeah. What if in February we commit to making it meat and cheese and cracker February?
You're also not here for a week.
I'm going to miss some time with the Boston trip.
Are you still going to be doing part of it? What's going to
be
Will
determined?
Coming in? Okay,
to be determined. I got to figure out the
fill the
schedule
people in
of it.
though. Just quickly, you'll be going to Boston with Huss.
Coolbet is sending Huss and I to Boston for the Four Nations hockey tournament. So,
boys out on the town. Hey, you'll be getting to know good.
We're gonna go wicked hard.
You'll each be snapping each other's undies.
Oh man, I've never just going on a a work trip, but there'll be a bunch of bringing over a bunch of Coolbet VIPs from Finland. Bunch of VIPs from Canada here, and it's gonna be a fun time.
But you and Huss usually you just see Huss in Winnipeg.
But I'd still like to commit to this cheese and cracker thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could test drive it for a week.
Let's do it. Maybe it's just a week. Maybe the first week of February moving forward is meat and cheese cracker.
Gets you out of the doldrums of January, right? Like we're kind of
Well, Trev, you would have to be involved in this as well. What do you think of meat and cheese and cracker week?
I love when we have food here, so yes.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Big supporter of this.
Okay, let's We can each try different crackers and cheeses when it's our day.
Variety.
That would be fun.
Cool.
All right, let's bring in Joaquin Gage, who straight from the Sportsnet desk back to Edmonton Sports Talk. Gager today, when he joins us, is brought to you by our partners over at Pro-Am Sports, locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialists. Have Pro-Am custom frame that jersey you have in the closet or the photo you've still got in a box. Visit them in store to get started on your project. Located at Edmonton at the corner of St. Albert Trail and 128th Ave, or online at proamsports.ca. My wife let it slip. She's got something there for me right now in a little framing project at Pro-Am, so that's always nice. Gager, thanks for slumming with us after starring on Sportsnet again last night, my man.
Oh, stop it. It's, Jesus. We know where my bread is really buttered, Dusty.
What's the rest of your night look like after you get to do 2 intermissions with Gene and Stoff?
Well, Gene and I sit around usually, and with the crew, we talk. We take a lot of photos. Like, people keep coming up. I've taken advantage of those situations with friends and family. I did have a kid that came up. Sorry, I should have had this ready. I just had to open my phone, but he came up, and I'll get his name in a second here. But with his mom, and unfortunately, I think he's having a little bit of a tough time at school.
Okay.
And his, so it's Jackson, and he goes to school shoot, I'll find it. I'll find it for my show. But he came up and had a picture with Gene and I, and he showed everyone in school because he was so happy about it. But then they said that Gene and I were cutouts. So, and they were saying it's not real. So Gene and I we did a little video saying
perfect.
we weren't, and we said hi to him and we sent it to him. So he has the video. But Jackson, I hope show all the people that we were real. Yeah. And hopefully today's a little bit better.
Don't worry about all those other kids at school who are big jerks.
Yeah, I can't wait till Gene show up to the playground, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that might be in the works, actually. So
that would be great, actually.
Yeah.
What's your makeup game like?
You don't
Before
wash
go
it
to the
off,
desk?
do you?
No, it's au naturel. That's all 100%
no makeup.
Gage.
Jeez, Gage,
Yeah.
that's very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Almost as impressive as
Stoff powders his nose a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Get a little more of a matte finish on there, I think, before you hit the desk. Pickard last night ends up being the first star of the hockey game. I mean, what's that song? How's that song go? All he does is win, 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 no matter what. That's kind of what it's been for this guy as of late. What do you think of his performance last night?
It was rock solid again, Dusty. I mentioned on the broadcast to have a designated number 2 guy to go in, and you do not see any adjustments in the way that the Edmonton Oilers play. They have full confidence in this guy that if there is a mistake, he's probably going to mop it up. And, you know, he's gotten a lot more work this year, but what really I think is impressive with when watching Pickard, especially up close, is his rebound control and his ability to be one and done with a lot of shots that are quite difficult. Like, there was some traffic and he had to locate the puck, and still he's able to pounce on it and not allow the opposing team, or last night the Seattle Kraken, just those second chance opportunities, right? And he made some really good saves. It's really impressive what he's been able to accomplish this year. And I thought, and I said this a few weeks ago, I do think that the Edmonton Oilers have the best goaltending tandem in the NHL. After watching, I thought maybe Colorado was in there, but now, I'm a firm believer in this duo that if someone stumbles, even after Game 82, the Oilers will be just fine.
Gage, you're sticking in the crease, and you've had an interesting career as a goaltender. It's taken you, near and far, and some funny stories most we can't relate on air. But also I know you were doing it during the intermission last night on the evening. It was for a guy like Tyler Palmer. How close can you take us to what he was kind of going through, all of yesterday leading up to the call, getting to do the warm-up and all of those great things?
Oh man, those are really cool. I always, and part of me was hoping that the Oilers could have blown the doors off him a little bit, and maybe he got some ice time later on, because you never know what's going to happen further on in your career. But the fact that you're rolling into Rogers, you got your best suit on, someone comes and grabs your bag, that never happens, right? You're carrying your sticks in there, and you get into the dressing room, and you just don't want to bother anyone, right, with their pregame routine and things. So you're just trying to just sit there, get ready, and then hitting the ice for the first time in an NHL and looking across and seeing like the Seattle Kraken like NHL jerseys on NHL players. It's a moment that you never forget. One of those things when I remember just hitting the ice the first time and looking across, it was the Detroit Red Wings. And I was just like, oh my gosh, those jerseys are beautiful. And then you get in, stop a few pucks, and you're sitting on the bench, and really you're hoping that the guy that Pickard's probably has a really good game. You don't want him to allow too many in the first, and then you're looking at the coach and see if he's looking at you to put you in there. But no, I'm sure he had a blast. And after the game, just probably usually in those cases, you get a ton of signed stuff and sticks and get to meet Connor, Leon, and have good conversations. I don't know if you saw it, but Connor came up to him and warm up there and kind of gave him the thanks for doing whatever it was, and just those little moments that he'll remember forever. And his mom was on Twitter saying happy.
I saw her tweet that.
That was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool.
It's awesome. I mean, it's an awesome moment. And then he goes back to the U of A today, and all of his classmates are like, "I don't believe you. I don't believe that was you last night." And then he has a picture,
picture with Gene and
picture of him.
Joaquin
That's
there,
me on the bench. Oh, it's Photoshop. Like nobody's gonna believe him in that situation. Connor McDavid returned. I 100% thought he was gonna get at least 2 points. I think I heard you yesterday on EST Afternoons as I was driving around thinking he was gonna get 3 points. Ended up scoring. They put him with Draisaitl and Hyman. What did you think of those guys last night with McDavid back in the lineup?
I thought the first 5 minutes they looked really good. Like Connor was dancing. That one time he took the puck. I think it was the drop back, and he was just flying. I thought he was going to go through everyone there. It was a weird game, Dusty. I don't think the Oilers managed the puck that well. Like they gave the Kraken a few too many opportunities just on the fault of not making a good pass, or there was poor decision making, I thought. But saying that, they were a much better team. Like I was looking forward to seeing a Capo Caco play, and I had a hard time recognizing when he was out there. He really didn't. I didn't see too many performances from Kraken players that, aside from Decord, who made some pretty good saves. Other than that, it was a lackluster performance from the Kraken, but the Oilers with their play allowed them to hang around a little bit, and then finally someone could hit an empty net at the end of the game.
And it was Echo from all the way at the other end of the ice. Managed to
going the distance.
I might have said McDavid 3 points. I got that wrong, but I did say it was going to be a 4-2 empty net win for the Oilers.
How about this guy, the Oracle, Joaquin Gage? Gage, as of this morning, they sit first in the Pacific. How important do you think it is for first in the Pacific, first in the conference, first in the league, so you control your own Game 7 destiny?
Well, if I looked last night, but if the playoffs started today, they would get Colorado in the first round. Is that correct?
That's right, because the 8th seed would play Winnipeg.
And look, Netchus is a good player, but he's not Rantanen. I'm licking my chops if I'm the Edmonton Oilers going up against a Colorado team without Rantanen. And then you see the slog fest of the Vegas Golden Knights and the Los Angeles Kings in that first round. That's just going to be a bloodbath. I think they handle the Colorado Avalanche, and then get a team that's already been through a war again in the second round. I think it's really important that they finish first in the Pacific, just because what we've seen over the last few years, one of the keys to going far in the Stanley Cup playoffs is health. And they were relatively healthy last year, but if they can keep that and keep relatively healthy through that first round, and meet either the Vegas Golden Knights or the Los Angeles Kings in the second, that would just benefit their overall chances of trying to win a Stanley Cup.
As always, Gager, we appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, and we'll see you around the office later today, buddy.
Can't wait.
There you go. That's Sportsnet's Joaquin Gage joining us on the show this morning. Isn't that exciting?
The meat in the Principe Stauffer sandwich.
A lucky man. There's no doubt about it. All right, let's get to the Marmot Ski Report. Man, Brian didn't send one over.
Are you serious again?
I'm going to have to email Brian.
Yeah.
I mean, the website's definitely doing the trick for us, but now I'm worried about Brian.
Well, that's just it, yeah.
This guy is just sending his emails consistently at 7 o'clock for over a month.
Enthusiastic.
And now he's just kind of off the radar.
He's been loving doing them.
Oh, my goodness. I'm very worried about him. Luckily, their website's awesome. We can get the snow report right on there.
And a webcam.
Let's give you your Marmot Basin snow report. Here we go.
So stoked. Like, winter's here. I'm stoked. You stoked?
Stoked.
Just
I'm
so stoked.
Yes.
I mean, it came down last night, what, a good 5 inches?
Last night, so something like that, and a couple feet the day before.
You've got a 5-foot base with 5 inches of freshie on top.
Trace of snow in the last 24 hours, 5 centimeters in the last 7 days. The base right now, 69 centimeters. Cool. Season total, 161 centimeters of snow so far. -1 Upper Mountain right now. Wind flying in at 11.5 kilometers per hour. 6 of the 7 lifts are open. Schoolhouse Triple appears to be closed right now. I got like 10 runs groomed. It's the Marmot Basin Ski Report.
Makes my day.
I can't believe it!
SkiMarmot.com for all of the deals, all of the conditions, and a whole lot more. Ski Report. Got you covered.
I have to change this into the Brian Road Report.
Yeah.
As to where he might be.
Brian, where are you? We're worried. Are you there? Text us.
It's us.
I want you to send me a picture, Brian, of you holding up today's newspaper, which might be tough to find, but let's get that done. Also, I want to do this. This was brought to my attention. Yesterday, we were down at Beaumont Boston Pizza. Klima's lid was down there. And he wants to donate 2 lower bowl tickets to the Oilers skills competition February 2nd. That is this Sunday. We've got 2 tickets. We want to donate them to a parent who has a child who doesn't get to go to games very often. You can take in the Oilers skills competition. Section row 132, row 15. I mean, it's great seats. It's always a good time. I think Marshall's team has tickets to this. Somebody's team has ticket to this. And we're going to probably be down there. Should be a lot of fun. But if you would like to get these 2 lower bowl tickets to the Oilers skills competition, courtesy Klima's lid over on Twitter, just fire me a text right now at 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Fire me a text with your email, and I won't respond to everybody, but we'll pick one of you, and you will get the tickets transferred to you from Klima's lid over on Twitter. So very cool of him to donate this. Let's send a kid to the skills competition this weekend. Should be a lot of fun.
708-400.
Oh, well, let's change 400 right now, too, then, right? Hammer the thumbs up if you're watching over on YouTube right now. We'll be changing 400. That'll lead into the Hangout today. What do we got? Tommy, we got Matt. Who else is on the Hangout today?
DVD.
Beautiful. DVD.
Derek Van Diest.
That's Derek Van Diest. DVD, Gazzola, Matty Iwanek on the Hangout here from 9 to 11 today. So turn on autoplay on YouTube. It'll take you right on over to the Hangout when it starts. I'll be back with Lock Shop at 11. 2 guys on Goalie today at noon. EST afternoons from 1 to 3, and the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 to 6. Let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, William Huff is the place to get it done. I believe today is sign installation day.
That's what
I'm pretty sure
we were hearing.
Bruce
right?
was saying Tuesday afternoon the sign was going to be installed. Now I'm actually going to play poker with Bruce this afternoon.
But so
he must have one of his dream team coming over to get it done.
I'm glad it's the dream team. You know what they did in here. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You get the dream team. You know it's going to be fantastic.
This place was just a horrible white office before.
We'll be coming back tonight for the there's a staff meeting.
Staff meeting tonight.
So we'll all get to see the sign
6
and its glory
o'clock.
and
the evening staff meeting.
Thank you to BP's as well for fueling
Boston
said
Pizza
meeting.
Westgate's hooking us up with some
Can't
pizza
wait.
and wings tonight. So that should be good.
Keep the banana peppers here. Load them up, you know.
Yeah, well, what did we learn on the show today, boys? Let's get into it.
Well, I learned how Trevor makes his cracker, meat, and banana pepper platter. And if you missed it, he did go through the recipe earlier in the show, so you can circle back and listen to that. But they've been going down a dream. And then that's birthed the idea of a week in February, first week of February, moving forward. We all kind of bring in a different
meat, cheese, and crackers, and we'll rotate through it. I'll take the Monday. You go Tuesday, Trev. You go Wednesday. I'll go Thursday.
Different
you go
types
Friday.
of cheeses, different
types
crackers.
of cheeses.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
it's-
going to the Italian Center shop.
We'll mix it up.
And I'm going to ask them and say, give me some good
Yeah.
ideas for cheese and trees.
I'm going to bring in a spiral ham.
Oh, man. Wouldn't that be something? Trev, what'd you learn today?
Craig Budden likes banana peppers.
Yeah. And I don't mind them.
And you don't mind them.
And then I learned that you used to try to trick blood pressure tests.
Yeah.
And it worked very well for you.
Hit him in the knee.
We
Now-
also,
Yeah, next time you
you
go
stay
to-
away from my knee.
You just flex the arm. It'll totally mess
It's
with
an
the
HR
and then
violation.
It'll reset and it'll start
HR
inflating again every single time.
At this stage of my life, I need accurate blood pressure readings. So I can't trick the machine. We also learned that Lieutenant Eric ended up having first choice of picks in the Handsome Man draft. He decided to take the 4-5 swing.
Immediately. Does that throw you at all? I mean,
Well,
you're a little
last.
surprised.
It doesn't
eh?
throw-
Yeah, I
well,
know, but like...
well, let's see. Tommy Gazzola is playing video games right now. Tommy, you have the second choice of pick. Eric's in the 4-5 swing. Are you going 1, 2, or 3 in the Handsome Man draft? Because you love the 4-5 swing. Oh, wow. Tommy was upset with you. Still looks like you're mission accomplished.
Yeah, exactly.
Are
yeah.
you leaning one way or the other? Are you not? The
What do I do
Handsome
with that?
Man should have first pick in the Handsome Man draft. He said he's probably taking first overall.
But that could
We need
change.
to lock that in at some point
You
here,
gotta
like during the
work on it,
hangout
man.
or something.
I'm sure
He's taking it.
Whoa.
He's taking it.
Whoa,
All right,
whoa.
Tommy Gazzola's taken first in the Handsome Man draft. Glue Guy will be up next. He gets 2 or 3, and then I'll get whatever's left over.
Do you want to be by Gazzola or do you? That's the right because he's still on.
I think I
one
might
of the
want to
bookends.
sit by Tommy
Exactly.
and then go from there.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Do it, Trevor.
Changing 100.
Boom. Changing
100.
The Edmonton Oilers, first place in the Pacific. You got to love it. Let's get to your sound of the day today. A sound of the day. Started like this. We cut it. We clipped it. But this is how this bad boy started.
Jairo Asensio, el líder en juego salvado de todos los tiempos. Duro por el center field. No. I can't believe it.
All right.
I can't believe it.
So it led to a bunch of I can't believe it texts.
I can't believe it.
Text of the day is for A and W. They've got the $6 Buddy Bundle available right now, which means it's a Buddy Burger with cheese or the Chicken Buddy Burger, plus small fries and a small drink, all for just $6. A&W basically giving this thing away. Absolutely giving this away. All right. I had a bunch of texts that had come in
They were
today.
all beautiful.
They were great.
People were doing them in all sorts of different
Scuba
directions.
Steven came in with the...
Yeah, he went off road, and that's a big thing on a day like today when you have the clip provided and you take it to a different. That's.
I want honorable mentions to Scuba Steven for the Rashog burn.
Yes.
Rip City Step, VR Montenegro, but text of the day I think is going to the Drifty Gypsy.
Okay.
Who came in with this one?
The Oscar Pistorius.
No, the other one. Every fish, when it gets caught and then gets thrown back into the water.
Because you said you feel that's how fish would
I
talk.
feel like that's how a fish would sound.
Yeah, probably right.
This will be the voice of a fish in my head forever moving forward. The other fish have to be like, I can't believe this either. I can't believe
It's
you're back,
true.
buddy.
Yeah,
We
you're
thought we
right.
lost you. We were already planning the memorial, and then he comes flying back in.
Yeah.
Second lease on life. Maybe it was his third or fourth lease. We don't even know. Text of the day, Drifty Gypsy. You got it? Drifty Gypsy. All right, congratulations. That's got to be the first time that the Drifty Gypsy has won text
Love
of the day.
to
for
see
AW. All right, boys, what are we watching tonight? By the way, that's a nice addition to the catalog here. We're going to have some fun with this.
Well, we'll be watching all of your unders.
Dusty's
tonight.
Undies.
Dusty's Undies. I mean, another thing we learned today and kind of took off of the show. So, what again, they were, but Coolbet.
Dusty's Undies available right now on the Coolbet combo cards. If you're not yet signed up for an account at Coolbet, please do. But I've realized that not many NHL games are hitting 8 goals lately. So we're going to try to make this work. So we're on Buffalo, Boston, under 7.5 goals. So it's just got to be under 8 goals. Calgary, Washington, under 7.5. Vegas, Dallas, under 7.5. Plus 121. Dusty's Undies, available over at Coolbet. Snap them with a plus 121 dub. Lakers are in action again tonight, too.
Yes, 4 games on the NBA, including the Lakers. Yeah. Buyers or sellers, the time ticks on for you watching them. And that's pretty much like, I feel like I'm missing something here, but that's it. No TGL till next week. And
yeah, TGL had the Monday Nighter this week. Yep. We have a staff meeting tonight, so we'll be watching each other. And be some big controversy over points. Who gets points taken away?
The plus-minus system is always a riveting, yeah.
But it should be a fun staff meeting today with everybody in attendance. It should be a lot of fun. All right, the Hangout's coming up. Maddie, Tommy, and Derek Van Diest, NHL.com. Going to be lots of Oilers talk coming up here between 9 and 11. That is for sure. Tommy Gazzola takes first overall in the Handsome Man draft. Eric is in the 4-5 swing. Some of the categories starting to get locked in as well. That conversation will continue over in our text chat, but looking forward to it. Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by Daniel's great team out at South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at South Fort Chev. Visit them at southfortchev.com. For YouTube Travel, Lieutenant Eric, I'm Dustin Nielsen. I'll talk to you in a couple hours on the Lock Shop. Take it easy. Have a great day.